They don't talk about us, only when there's a crime. Would you believe me if I was to tell you that in this world, with or without money, we're all rich, even the poor? The problem is those that say that I'm reaching out to give a hand and stay they leeching hands is itching, ready to see you missing. Well, I think I went to write. Something inside me told me I can freestyle or I can rap. I can go with a rhythm that can make you dance. Tell you what I see on a daily, tell you everything's okay just to avoid dilemma. Or I can simply bring you something positive to the table and warn you of the ongoing problems that we're having. Instead, I have to reach out to my conscience once again as I watch the crime and the violence rise and the kids lose their innocence. Now, the concept of forming a home day by day loses its essence. They don't want to hear that. Can't keep my arms crossed in front of the system. If I don't do something, I'm also part of the problem. As guilty as the one that pulls the trigger, like the person in the crowd that hits the record button on their phone to expose a lie instead of the truth for clout. They need 1,000 views. The government doesn't have a solution. The problem started when we took God out the equation. The problem ain't us celebrating. The problem is that we're a nation divided when we should be a nation united and praying. That's how we live today. When problems occur, we come up with a meaning. Laugh a little, care in the world, as if it ain't even a thing in this world. If it's like this today, I don't want to see the future. Because nowadays, they'll make a meme out of a person that can't even see the day of light no more. What makes you think they care? They can't even break bread at the table. I don't know how you want to be rappers and lyricists can go on with life, living on an illusion of nothing good to write. Talking about killing someone, selling drugs with pride, until the scripts are flipped and it's someone you love dies. Right? This ain't solved by activating the National Guards and going behind bars. This is deep, this is me and you. And they say as time pass by, we'll heal everything. Shit, you know these scars? I seen time flash by and never feel everything. Leaving me on standby, ready to kill everything. Alone in the mirror, looking at myself, say, girl, you're everything. You don't need for anything, shorty. So unless you walk a mile in my shoes, don't say anything. Just take a minute and listen so you can consume everything. Me and you are not the same, so make sure you look both ways when you cross me, and that's on everything. Hey, what up, everybody? I hope all of y'all is having a blessed and humble day. I hope all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble day. Blessings, Empress Lonnie One Love. How you doing? Hey, if you can, leave your link down there, y'all. If y'all haven't checked out Empress Lonnie One Love, I suggest y'all do. Like, she is funny as hell. Like, real shit. But anyways, let's get on it, right? Today topic is called If It's Not Your Cup of Tea, Throw It Away. Y'all want beef, but y'all can't handle the smoke. Random topics. I will drop the link. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be long on this live or not, but I'm gonna say what I gotta say. For those of y'all that, wish to leave y'all perspectives. I'm not trying to share my screen, fool. Oh shit, I didn't mean to say it like that. Oh, here we go. StreamYard is playing with me. For those of y'all that wish to leave y'all perspectives and stuff, y'all more than welcome to hit the link. You wanna know why I'm saying that today? Because listen, I don't want to hear no DMs. I don't want to read them DMs saying, yo, listen, man, this person's like this person's like that. I've been there, I've done that. Listen, man, I support a lot of people here on YouTube, right? And what's crazy is I feel as though if a content creator isn't your cup of tea, yo, go away. Like, I've been fortunate not to have so many trolls here on YouTube, but I've had them. Blessings, Empress. How you doing?
Hey, what up, Rachel? I got like about a good 2 or 3 minutes before it get kind of loud in here.
You
So,
working?
yeah, I'm at work. So I'm like, damn, I want to come over because I know you come over and show love and everything. And I
You
show,
did? I know.
yeah, I know you don't drop the link a lot, but
No, I do.
I
I've been
kind of
leaving
feel,
it because it's a podcast. Remember, I used to not let nobody really up on the panel, and especially after when I did drop them couple links, I had, who come up, like, if the show was theirs and shit. So it's kind of like,
mm,
I stopped it for a while, but that was on my other page. I'm putting all the content over here and stuff. So I'm switching up, not switching up. I'm keeping the same stuff, but I'm adding. So it's kind of like I'm going to interview people from the hood. I'm going to do different style stuff on this channel on this podcast.
Oh, no problem. Like I rock with your content. You got some serious topics going on. Like to me, you're versatile. So I like
Yeah,
that. And you know what it is? It's just that, I learned that it's like you express your opinion and then people get upset. And I used to respond to a lot of stuff, but I just learned that, you know what? I'm just going to speak my opinion about something or how I see things, like from your point of view. And if
facts.
and yeah, and if people don't like it, then they don't like it. People had spoke on me and my situation a lot because what happened on YouTube, and it's like
Yeah.
I can't get upset from how they seen it from their point of view. You know what I'm saying?
People gonna speak because when all that happened, I was supporting somebody, and I had my friend that was watching the John with you. So when, I would write on that chat, my friend would also write, and it was kind of like we was on a debate, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, it's her life, like whatever happened, happened, like, but she's like, no, like I'm like, I don't think nobody's disrespecting anybody. It's just that people misunderstanding certain situations. So it's kind of like we and her was on a debate. I'm like, it's not my business. It's fucked up what people say. I can give an opinion on that. But me saying, like, for a second, I almost fell into the matrix. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I lost respect, but I had to watch y'all. See where I'm coming from? Because I was going by one person's point of view. Because around that time, I was just starting to come back on YouTube. And it's kind of like, what the fuck? Like, I was confused. I had to, like, really sit my ass and look at people. And I'm like, when I started seeing shit and I started people started exposing stuff, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, what the fuck did I just get myself into? Like, this person just straight up lied to me. I felt stupid.
Right, right, and it's that's why it's good sometimes to watch everybody, even if you're not either commenting or you're not in, because depending, like that's why sometimes I don't really drop in the chat too much because
Yeah.
being so I guess I am a content person, but I do like the chat in the chats. Um, you get
But
targeted,
regardless,
people target, but it's
regardless,
best. I'm sorry, go ahead.
regardless of what you do, honey, you make good logical. How can I say? You have your opinions make logic. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's not that I'm picking a side and I'm not saying, oh, Lonnie this and Lonnie that. I'm trying to say is that you make sense when you say certain stuff. So at the end of the day, I can't get mad at what you say. I can either disagree or agree. And I can't hardly
Right,
disagree with half the stuff that you say for the simple fact is Lonnie and Rachel is Rachel. I look at the world different and so do you.
right, right,
Like
right.
that shit is crazy. Like, all right, for example, you would sit here and if a child disrespects you or put their hands on you, you might, I'm not gonna say it, but you look like you'll be the type that'll sit here and pull them by the ear and pop them on their head while I'll sit here and go get their parent. See the big difference? You'll curse them out because they disrespected the shit out of you. While when it takes to me, it takes me a longer time. Like it takes me a minute to sit here. I'm like, or curse a child out like the way they just cursed me out. We
Well,
different.
I had a situation where a child did try to, well, thought they was gonna cuss me out, and I was like, and I said, go get your mom, because I'm not
Mhm.
gonna go back and forth with no kids.
No, no, no. I know. I was
You know
being,
what I'm
a
saying?
little.
Like, yeah,
I was
go.
being a little sarcastic.
Yeah, I mean, we all have. Don't get me wrong, we all have our days.
Mhm.
9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna go back and forth with no child. Go get your mom. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna go to that parent. Just like on the job I am at the job I'm a supervisor. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. You know
Nobody
what I'm
got time
saying?
for that. Ain't
Yeah,
nobody
it's
got
like
time for that. We too
yeah,
grown.
it's just certain levels that we're not gonna do. And like I said, on YouTube, common sense ain't common sense. What's up is down and what's down is up. You know what I'm saying? So I was talking to somebody and I said, you know what? I just think that, maybe it's good for you, maybe to, just be in the chats or just watch
Right?
stuff. far because you're a respectable person. Whereas when you're a respectable person and these people lead with disrespect, you know what I'm saying?
That's the
So,
thing. Like I'm saying, I
yeah.
support so many people, and that's what I was coming on here saying. Like I support so many people, but it is getting tiring. Like it's kind of like, all right, I like people could be funny. People are allowed to laugh if people is roasting whatever. We're not part of a beef. Like we're sitting here, we're just listening. Whether I'm a content creator or not, I'm subbed up to a certain channel, and I'm subbed up for a reason. So my whole thing is, if I decide to laugh at both people's, my problem isn't with either one. I'm not the issue. So if they have how can I say certain beefs behind the scenes or whatever is going on, because I don't know if the beef on this John be real, or the beef be fake. I don't even pay attention to that shit no more. 'Cause like I said, I'm not how can I say it? I'm not for it. So, like, if I notice that this channel's like this, I'm gonna leave it. If it's not my cup of tea, I'm moving. I'm walking away. I'm not even gonna comment. I'm just leaving it right there. What for? At the end of the day, everybody's got their own opinions. How can I say, every channel, everybody's gonna do what they want to do on their own channel. They're gonna speak about what they want to speak on. So at the end of the day, you can't say nothing. You want to give an opinion, give it. If you got something to say, either hit the person's link,
That's
don't
why,
sit here and DM
that's why,
them.
that's why I just
My
stay
bad.
on my channel. No, I was gonna say I just stay on my channel, but my channel was always going over, um, me seeing things and I just speak on it. So
That's a
I ain't switching up. I'm staying the same.
facts, and that's listen. That's how it should be. Look, when that you got recommended to me, right? It was by the meal
Mhm.
ticket. And I remember I was
Okay.
tagging you because my son was tagging me. That's the first time we ever had a conversation. I'm not ever gonna forget. I'm like, oh shit, I don't mean to offend you. I was like, my son was just teaching me some stuff, so he was only tagging the people that subbed up to me and stuff like that, showing me, and I was like, oh okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, because I
So
remember you used to tag me a lot, and I didn't, and I used to say, well, hey, why she, at first I didn't get why people tagged you anyway. That was me on my part.
I
I
was
didn't
doing the yeah, I
that,
was
but
doing
then
it because I had that petition. So it was kind of like I was trying to draw. I didn't know how to do it. I was remember I was just coming back into Facebook. You hear me? YouTube and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And I was just getting to see new people. People was getting recommended to me. I was like, oh, all right. When people the meal ticket recommended you to me, a couple people was like, yo, she from Philly. She from Philly. Like, go ahead. She cool as shit. Da 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 da. I was like, oh, all right. I watched a couple of your lives. I'm like, yo, she funny as hell. She kind of reminds me of Lovely T and all of them mixed up together. So it's kind of like you drew my attention there because you was talking about celebrities and you was talking about the beef on YouTube. You was like it was kind of like a mix up.
Right, right, right. Yeah, so yeah, that's how it be. It's just a mix up for me. Um, I just like to talk about what I talk about, and a lot of this stuff and be entertaining for me, so I do talk about it. So people might get it mixed up, whereas though, but you know what? To tell the truth, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go
There
back to
should be a
what I
mix
was
up.
doing.
There should be a mix up with somebody who's straight up with it. It's not like how you ain't sit here and play us like a couple people sat here and played me on YouTube. You was straight up with it. Even when I caught up them first couple lives and everybody said, "Oh, you missed this from Lonnie." I'm like, no, because what's crazy is I was being told this about Lonnie, I was being told that about Lonnie, but without me even asking Lonnie on a couple of her lives, she cleared the air. And it's not my job to sit here and talk about it. It's not my beef. So at the end of the day, who am I?
Right. Well, this is the thing. I always been straight up. I've been straight up and down, and whatever I don't want to discuss or whatever is personal, um,
Exactly.
I'm not going to discuss. But other than that, like I've been transparent. I ain't had to lie about nothing. It is what it is, and that's what's that. But anything personal I don't want to talk about, I'm not going to talk about it because it's personal.
As it
But if
should.
as something that played out on here or if somebody lying on me, I always backed it up. Let me tell you, I ain't have to lie on a dear soul on this app. I don't
But
have
what's
to lie
crazy,
on yeah, I don't have to lie on nobody to make myself feel better. Or I'm gonna
regardless of
make
what people
look better. I'm
think,
gonna say look better.
regardless of what people think, you've backed up what you've said here on YouTube. Uh, what people feel about you is not what I feel, so that's on them. At the end of the day, like I said, listen, I don't know this lady from a can of paint. I just rocks with her. Like she cool as shit. She's recommended to me. Like what the fuck am I going to sit here and say? It's like the people that was feeling some type of way because I was on your panel, but I sat here and I said it. I said I'm going to expand. I want to get to know these people because first of all, I fucks with the meal ticket. The meal ticket is, shouting out all these people, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, so why can't I check them out? Like, am I supposed to be stuck on one? Like, I knew that I was only sticking to one page because I didn't want the drama or the bullshit. But it's kind of like
Right.
I'm stuck now and I'm getting, because I'm stuck with you, I'm getting all this bullshit right along the way. And then when I sat here, I had I was exposing the bull, facts over feelings. I might as well just say it. Um,
Hmm.
and
Yeah, that's
I
your
was on
channel.
a Johnny Blaze page. Like I really was fucking with Johnny Blaze. So I don't know what really fucking happened there. I was lost in the sauce. Like I don't know if it was a play. I don't know if it was real. I don't know if the other content creator that I was supporting and him got behind the scenes. But like I tell a lot of people, like once I figured out, like to me is a play, in my eyes is a play. So I backed off. I'm not a part of this. I came on here and I was honest with everybody. I said what I said that what I was gonna do. I've been doing it. I said I was gonna reach the youth in 2023, and I've been doing it little by little. And that's thanks to the people that are rocking out with me because their they're sharing my videos. And sit here lie to you not. Look, listen, man. When I get the youth DM me, when they DM me on my Instagram, I feel good when they're sitting here telling me this, and that. I can't wait until I open up a community center because it's crazy how I sit here and I listen to these young ones talking about, yo, I'm 12, I'm 13, 14. Like, how can I get a job? I'm sitting here, I'm like, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get there so that we could have more jobs for y'all here in the community. I'm just trying to figure it out myself because I don't have all the resources like that. I don't have all, I don't, I haven't reached all them people out there to sit here and like, all right, let me help you. Let me start this. Let me do this. Let me give you the money that you need, like, the funds and all this, because in
Yeah,
reality, that's what I'm gonna have to do.
yeah, and I was gonna say, Rachel, I don't got none of your personal info, like your email. Not saying personal, but your email address or anything like that. I know about a good three people that like work with the community and youths and stuff like that, and they like family members. So I can just pass you off that information, and then y'all work from there because
Yeah, I don't mind
like I
that. I got you on
um,
Instagram.
yeah,
You could
like
email
I
me.
said, I always like to support, and
Yeah, that's not
that's not what my channel was about. That's what I don't lead with. But I
exactly.
like the yeah, but I do like the support. I do know certain things. And then it's people that I know that really do help the youth do all types of stuff and help kids get like dress up for a career day and have jobs for the summer and
Yeah, and that's the stuff I'm
do
working
certain,
on too.
yeah, yeah.
Cause you know
So
what, Lonnie, like you could sit here and you could actually like that I'm not lying when I'm saying like we need all these things. Like I'm in HP. I'm in North Philly. We got some resources, but we could say up towards South Philly, like the Northeast got more resources than what we got down here. But the kids gotta travel. Half these kids don't got a proper income from their family. Some of these moms here in the hood got nothing more than just supplemental income or child support. I'm like, let's make it make sense. Half of them don't need to be on it, but what can I do? I'm only one person. Like I tell everybody, I ain't Superwoman, I ain't Wonder Woman, and I'm not sitting here fighting with no grown ass people. Like that's some
yeah,
shit that I have to
yeah.
deal with the
I'm in
legislature.
North Philly too. I'm in North Philly too, and our communities ain't used to be like that. I think it's at its worst. I think it's
Yeah,
at its because it's just that you just on the other side of Broad Street from me, but yeah, North Philly it just went down, and
it's a
you
circus right
know
now.
yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like I said, I used to work with the youth. I don't got the patience for them.
And I don't
Yeah.
blame you because listen, man, I've been this close, and I'm like, yo, go get your moms, man. Like, go get your moms, and I walks away. And then, like a couple of
Mhm.
minutes later, everybody's like, yo, Ray, what's up? What's up? I don't know who this kid's mom is. But I am trying. They like, yo, calm down, don't get out of character. Remember, I'm like, I know what I am. But my thing is, they don't know who the fuck I am. And I'm getting tired of this shit.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff starts from at home. So if you don't got no
Hmm.
home training, and these
That's why I said, I
parents
don't
ain't
blame
yeah, parents ain't parents, they ain't teaching their children no not to disrespect people. So I don't got time. But Rachel, I'm gonna drop back down in the chat.
All right, Lonnie.
Yeah, I'm still here though, but I'm gonna just drop down in the chat.
Okay. The cups or the bowls? Guys, give me 1 second. Let me handle this call. Get either the cups or the bowls. You got motherfuckers talking about that they want to make a change, they want to make a difference, but still stuck in the same phase. You got motherfuckers talking about that they want to chase a bag, but stay at home and nag. Then when you ask them what they need, they say less talking, more opinions, no prayers with division. You ask me, y'all need to focus more on revision, rely less on. All right, my bad about that. I had to answer that call. But yeah, Lonnie was speaking some facts on here. And like, that's what I was saying. Like, yo, listen, man, I support so many people here on YouTube, right? And it's crazy, right? Because a lot of people try to sit here and divide. Like, I'm not somebody that's going to pick a side. I will never, ever pick a side. I didn't even check the comments. Oh, snap. Blessings, blessings, realist. Blessings, Nate the Great. Blessings, the word. Blessings to everybody in the chat. But yeah, it's like a lot of people want to divide. I'm not for that. I'm not picking a side. I'm not look, listen, I've been there, done that. When you pick sides, you end up looking behind you and having to pull a knife from behind from your back. Like you get tired of that stuff. Like if you can't sit here, right, and hear what this content creator has to say, or if you don't like what this content creator has to say, leave the panel, leave the channel. Like, don't say nothing at all. What's crazy is, right, I've gave my opinions, and like lately I've had a lot of people like, here's my thing, hit the link. Let me see, did I leave it here? Since I started this channel from the very beginning, I've left the links. It's been open panels. This is a podcast. We talk about it all. We're not here to judge nobody. We're not here to bring nobody. We're here to bring awareness. And as far as I'm concerned, everything that I've said I'm going to do, I've been doing it. We're not playing around. And it's not easy. That's why I don't blame a lot of people when they say, yo, listen, man, I can't do what you're doing. I understand that. And listen, I feel and I understand where they're coming from for the simple fact that I'm actually living it. I'm going through it. Like, as a leader of my community, it fucks me up in the head to see how motherfuckers get everything that they're asking for. And on top of it, they want to be ungrateful. Like, y'all ask, right? Y'all want. And when y'all finally got it, what do? Y'all destroy it. Y'all don't take advantage of it. Y'all don't respect. Y'all don't sit here and do what y'all gotta do. Nah. Y'all sit here and waste it. Y'all fuck it up. Y'all mess it up. I've sat here and I've gotten some stuff for my communities and shit. And it's crazy as hell, right? I had a conversation with Lonnie on her panel one day about this, but it's true. Like, y'all sitting here, y'all need to learn the differences between these homeless people and these addicts. The addicts out here in these streets, all right? Y'all really got to learn the differences. Y'all are out here feeding a lot of drug addicts, a lot of listen, as fucked up, as messed up as I say, a drug addict is not going to change their way. They just want to find their next fix by any means necessary. Somebody that's really homeless will sit here and take a meal, will sit here and take the resources that you give them and go and get the help. An addict won't. And that's what y'all don't realize at all. So y'all sitting out here flooding the streets with more and more addicts, giving them money, giving them this, and out here getting more and more high. It's crazy because I could really say that the heroin needles, we used to see them in the park a lot, right? But it's to the point where I walk out my door right now, heroin needle right there. I'm like, yo, somebody must have dropped their diabetic needle on the floor, right? Nah. And I point like this because, they take it in the arm, the belly, or the butt cheek. Yeah, they're supposed to be cleaning. They're supposed to be cleaning these streets. Um, but they're not. They taking their sweet time. You know what's crazy? See, a lot of y'all don't know that right now in Philadelphia, there's a big ass heavy. I say a war. I'm gonna say a war, right? There's a war between the civilians and the men in blue. I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. Like it's a big ass beef going on between them, and they're not talking about this on the news or nothing. I know about this because I'm going to these meetings, and everybody's like, go to the police officers have these meetings. I think once a couple times a month or something like that. I'm not sure if it's like once every 3 months or something like that here in Philadelphia. And I'm just learning because I'm trying to get, you know, the double parking situated here in my community, the people turning them corners like crazy because people was out here turning. Yo, listen, we're supposed to cross the street, right? It's four corners, especially if it's a four-way, right? Four corners, right? If I'm crossing this way, if this car's coming this way and he's about to turn this way, he's supposed to look. These motherfuckers go to the point, yo, motherfuckers be like, yo, 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 yo. It's like, you know how many accidents we've had, how many kids have been in the hospital. Yo, I've seen cars flip because of how motherfuckers want to be turning these corners. That's how fast they turn these corners. So we've been trying to get these speed bumps and everything. Like it is so much going on. I myself a month ago, and this wasn't even here. This was in the E-way. Is that the E-way or is that the expressway? Bridge Avenue. You know, right where that Wawa is at. I think it's a highway. Man, don't get me lying. Listen, man, I be around Philly, but I don't know where the hell I am. And I'm from Philly. Shit. And yes, there are people in Philly that live in Philly their whole lives and they don't know every part of Philly. I'm one of them. I'm right here. I've only visited a couple parts of Philadelphia and it's my city. I've been here since my mama had me over there in PR. She put me on a plane. We flew this way. Right? So I've been raised in Philly since I was a baby. Like, and shit. Like, but I've seen so much shit. Like, I know that it was bad growing up here, right? And I don't know if a lot of y'all know, like, this side of HP was good until all the incidents happened back then in the early 2000s. I don't know if y'all know the story of Ariana De Jesus, the little girl that got kidnapped on Hunting Park. This is the block. The block that I live on is the block that she got snatched on. The day that she got snatched, I was one of the kids that was playing with that little girl. And it's crazy because I know her mom. Like, it is a sad story. Like, when they found her, she was stuffed inside a wall. She was molested. Like, it's a touchy story to talk about, and it's hard. Like, um, I've talked about it. I have a video uploaded. Like, that story is real sad, and it's crazy because, like I said, if it wasn't a beef that the mom had, because a lot of people say it's a beef that the mom had, like, but I'm not sure. I can't speak on it because I don't really, know what happened, even though we was all there that day when she got kidnapped. She just disappeared. We was all playing. I remember that. We was all playing. I will never forget it. She was one of the little kids that we asked to play with us because it was me, a couple other kids. We just asked her to play. And we was just playing around, boom, boom. She disappeared. We don't know how she disappeared. We was just kids having fun. And her mom like went crazy looking for her, and all I know the next thing, cops were everywhere. I will never ever forget that day. Like how she disappeared in front of everybody. Like we was there. We didn't see nobody grab her. We didn't see nobody pick her up. We didn't even see nobody that I could remember. I was a kid. I was a couple years older than that little girl. I was a couple years older than that little girl, and that was the last block party we ever had in this community right here. Like there has been block parties, but ever since there has been block parties with nothing but beef, division, drama, chaos. It's like we haven't been able to have a proper block party ever since that happened. Not just that, but like a couple of people that got, that passed away due to missing identity on Halloween one time. Like there's a neighbor here that a lot of people loved. that, was real close to her, still is close to her. But her son died on a Halloween night due to mistaken identity. Like, and ever since, they do bring gun violence awareness because of that. Yes, Lonnie. I feel as though like a lot of now that I'm older and I look back into the stories and I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, whatever happened to that little girl? And I'm like, yo, it's crazy that I feel as though like the mom did probably know them. And it's been rumored that, that they did, but I can't really get into it because it's not just a touchy subject. It's something that all I know is I played with that girl. I don't know her family history. I just know certain people that are related to her. And I don't want to sit here and put my foot in my mouth and be like, oh, this is like this. And they say, oh, no, you starting some. No, that'd be me instigating because I don't really know what happened, but what I was being told. What's crazy is, like I say to this day, I'm like, yo, if I could just remember, if any of us that played with that little girl right now could just take it back and just like think hard, you had to have seen some shit, and we had to have seen some shit. I was a little girl. That's the crazy part. And I'm 34 years old. When this happened, I could say I was like 11, 10 years old, probably around there. Yeah. Like I was just becoming a teenager. So shit like that happens. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not quitting. Like, yo, when I started fighting for my son, I realized that fighting for my son means that I have to fight for every little kid that's around him, every little kid that's in my community. Because I'm not, I can't sit here and just get justice for my son and, not fight for the other kids. That's me being selfish. In order for me to be a leader, in order for me to get the things that I want accomplished out here, I'm gonna have to sit here and be a part of that fight. So I have one foot into the politics and one foot into the hood. I have one foot in politics and one foot in the swamps because I'm here. I'm out here. I'm out here in the slumps with these kids. I'm out here seeing what they go through. We've been through what they've been through. They're just going through it probably a little worse because of everything that's in this era. Listen, get mad at me about what I'm saying. I'm not saying that every kid out here is good. A lot of these kids are hard-headed. But you know what? At the end of the day, we can't blame nobody else but ourselves because it starts from home. A lot of us have been saying it. It starts from home. Listen, it doesn't matter how much of a good parent I am. It doesn't matter if Empress Lonnie One Love is the best mother in the world. It doesn't matter if the Word is the best father in the world. It doesn't matter if Nate the Great is the best godfather in the world. It doesn't matter if Uncle L is the best uncle in the world. And we sitting here teaching our kids disciplines, morals, and respect and everything they gotta do. There's always gonna be somebody out there that influences your child. There's always gonna be somebody out there that sits here and draws their attention. So we have to find ways to reach their attention. And when we say be a friend to your child, doesn't mean be a best friend. A lot of y'all getting the concept so messed up that I see a lot of y'all moms out here being best friends with y'all kids. I see a lot of y'all moms out here trying to be like y'all kids. And not just the moms, the dads. Growing up, I used to see, and I didn't really understand it, how a father would sit here and sleep with their son's daughter. I mean, son's girlfriend, my bad. Or how a mother could sit here and sleep with the daughter's boyfriend. But the crazy part is, right, when I was a teenager and I started hearing about the stories about the mom sleeping with their, their sons and the dad sleeping with their daughters, that jom messed me up even more. And that's when I started like, yo, opening my eyes, like really waking up about so many things. And I started realizing how sick this world was. Like, I thought I was going crazy, but no, this world is crazy. This world is cold. This world is messed up. This world is disgusting. And you know what's crazy? Like, I've been doing uploads about Cat Williams these past couple of days for a simple fact. Like, yo, I know that is a distraction that's happening, but a lot of the stuff that Cat Williams has said, he has said it for years. Yes, it's crazy that now in 2024, yes, he's finally being heard, but a lot of people been heard Cat Williams. It's y'all out here that didn't want to hear him back then that are now listening to what he's saying, and it's like, yo, oh, it's a distraction. We all knew a distraction is coming. It's 2024. We talked about this in 2023. The question is, out of all the things and all the conclusions that we've come up with, what is it that they're going to hit us with? Because we don't even know until we're in the middle of it Or some of us already know because we put two and two together. Because we've been listening, we've been focusing. And like Lonnie says, you have to fall back sometimes. You have to fall back and watch for yourself. Observe your surroundings. I've always said, listen, man, you got to keep your circle small. Not everybody that's with you is for you. Not everybody that rides for you rocks with you. Real shit. You do. And what's crazy is I could sit here and say I got a mouth for it. What I gotta stop is my cursing. That's one thing that's one of the reasons why I haven't stepped up into the school district and really spoken up. I want to write down what I gotta say. I have a mouth on me. And I know that when it comes to the school district, speaking up in that part of politics, I have to watch what I say. Now, when I'm standing in front of them, it's not what I say, it's how I say it. It's not what I do, it's how I do it. I can't sit here like I'm in front of y'all, in front of a camera, and just because I feel like it, because it's my channel and this is my house and I got all the freedom of speech that I want, doesn't mean that I could just go in front of them and sit here, yo, you da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. No, I can't do that. I can't act ratchet. I can't get hood in there either. I can't sit here and use slang words either. I can't sit here and use how can I say, I'm about to blow this John up in here. Like, I don't fucks with y'all. I feel as though like this is bullshit. I can't walk up into that place and talk like that. I can't sit here and say, yo, I feel as though like you're not a woman. You're a bitch. I feel as though like you're not a fucking man. You ain't nothing but shit. I can't go up in there and talk like that, even though I don't talk like that. But my whole point is I have to sit here and think about what I'm going to say and how I'm going to say it to get these people's attention, to hear what I got to say and what I need done. Because now I'm going up there demanding something that I know that we all need. And that's the reason why I came up with a petition too. Because whether I demand it or not, they're going to want to see that there's more people out here backing me up. And what's crazy is one little signature from each and every one of y'all that says, I support you. Which, by the way, I want to say thank you to everyone that has signed that petition and is supporting the shorty. Crazy. On what? On 4 years already now with this petition. And Ozzy was like, they turning all the cheeks that Papa Duck says they don't have to turn. Real shit. Shout out to Papa Duck. All the cheeks. I'm trying to figure out how many cheeks. Because as far as I'm concerned, we got what? 4 cheeks, right? Apparently 4 cheeks, right? The 2 in our face and the 2 in our back there. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to give them cheeks to nobody unless I'm giving them for them to kiss it. Get the fuck out my face. These 2 cheeks, I'm going to turn them. I don't give a fuck. That's what that means. And that's what a lot of y'all is doing. Y'all saying, fuck it. I'm not paying attention. I don't care. And that's where the problem happens. Listen, even if you don't want to be a part of it, it's like what Lonnie says. Yo, real shit. Lonnie says, I don't want to work for it. Like, I don't want to be, how can I say? I don't want to mess up what she said. Right? Lonnie doesn't have the time and the patience to deal with these people, right? But she'll sit here and support. A lot of people could do the same thing. She's not the only one that does it. Nate the Great. The Word. I got people in the community that'll sit here and support real shit. But my thing is, y'all think that y'all gotta get up all the time. Y'all supposed to, yes. But when somebody says, yo, sign this petition to back me up, you ain't gotta push, you ain't gotta move one finger. It's hard for y'all to sit here and sign a petition to get the resources y'all want, right? But it's not that hard to sit here, right, and give a donation to somebody acting a fool, right? For you on social media. A signature is free. A signature on a petition, that's free. And y'all complain about it. Oh, how much is it going to cost? Nothing. It's free. And I've heard it time after time. But when it comes to these donations, right, whether it's on YouTube or out here in these streets, it's the same shit. You got people out here asking for money for the dumbest shit. I'm like, y'all really think that this person really needs this money, right? But y'all want to sit here and support them. You could tell when somebody needs it, and you could tell when somebody doesn't. Real shit. You could tell the honesty and the realness in somebody. But y'all prefer, and listen to what I said, prefer to fall for the bullshit. That's what it is. Because y'all can't handle the truth. So y'all sit here, I'm going to turn this cheek on this one. I'm going to turn this cheek on that one. Then what y'all got left? The other 2 cheeks back there? That's what messes me up with people. That's what y'all got left. The other 2 cheeks back there. That means that a lot of y'all love kissing ass. I'm being straight up. I told y'all, listen, when I came to this, when I started this channel again, I told y'all, this the podcast. There's no filters in my mouth. There's no hairs in my tongue. Like, I just hold back sometimes because I'm not with the drama. I ain't say I can't handle the smoke. But my thing is, through social media, what's the point? I ain't got time to fight with nobody on social media. For what? I'm fighting the air like that. Because half the people don't show who they are. Half the people ain't who they say they are. So who am I fighting? What am I fighting? I'm already fighting a fight. I'm already fighting a war. And it's to get these kids what they need, to get my community what it needs. I don't got time for them people out here. Listen, this for y'all. For them people that think that I want the drama and stuff like that, and I'm only saying it because I've had some trolls on here trying to make me pick a side, trying to make me go back. I'm not falling for the matrix. This is for y'all. Hold on, Papa Duck. We're going to get right back to you in 1 second, Papa Duck. Give me a second, Papa Duck. A lot of y'all might know what I'm about to play. You got time for no smoke. What the fuck is that? Oh shit. StreamYard is making a noise. I ain't even peeped that. Blessings, blessings.
Hey, what up?
I'm on the wrong YouTube, that's why.
Yeah, you're right, though. I agree with everything you're saying. That's why now I basically, like whatever I did, what I did before, I just learned from that. And basically now I've taken up, being me, being positive and, taking neutral stance. And now I'm pretty much doing way better than I did before. So I got you.
And that's a fact. Like, I've been left the bullshit. I left the drama behind. And it's crazy how I've had people instigating, like, yo, I'm not going back to that shit. Like, I support who I support. That's it. And I'm on panel after panel seeing how people with they like, yo, if listen, y'all talking about y'all don't care. Y'all saying that y'all don't want the drama. Oh, this ain't for me. Then why is y'all there? See where I'm coming from? Y'all must like the drama if y'all commenting, if y'all saying something, because I've had it said to me, oh, who gives a fuck about this? Why are you talking about this? Well, you must give a fuck about this because you fucking commenting. You leaving me a message. I ain't look for you. You looking for me. So who's looking for the smoke? You looking for smoke but can't handle the beef. Now you got the beef but can't handle the smoke. What the fuck?
Yeah, but I'll also be honest, before I did the go along, get along thing to protect my own energy, I've always been who I've been now. It's just that for me, it's basically fitting. No, it's not fitting or changing yourself. It's just adapting to your environment. If people behave like that, then I'll just fit like that. I'm not changing myself. I'm protecting myself just to fit where I fit. So I'll admit, I've done the go along, get along thing, but eventually that was just a phase. So after when I phased out of it, I changed.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yo, like, what the hell?
Mm. Yeah, but that's as well, despite, what's been said to me, I could have thrown that same energy back, but I didn't. I've just remained very patient, and that's very commendable.
And that's a fact. Let me see. Is this the one I'm looking for? But if it's not, I'll leave it right there for you. Because what's crazy is, right, a lot of people on here, and I've had it done to me. A lot of people come on here and they want to sit here and they want to talk smack because they don't like something that you're talking about. So they'll sit here and start some shit to the point like, yo, do y'all know that All right, listen, I'm calm. But y'all know that a lot of people have lost their lives on social media because of the shit that y'all have said on here or have done. And what's crazy is that y'all gonna come across somebody's panel. Y'all gonna come talking this dumb shit that y'all on here talking on different panels that a lot of people let slide because they're being the better person. But it's gonna be, yo, I'm telling you, one of these days we're gonna see it on the news, like, yo, such and such, da-da-da-da, lost their life, they unalive right now. They went oof. Like my daughter says, they oofed. Like, yo, now they're not here no more because they did this to such and such on social media. Social media is gonna be the death of a lot of people, yo, real shit. And I'm telling y'all, like, a lot of people don't like the bullshit. Hold on, young Riaz, I gotta answer this, and I can't find the smoke that the smoke that I'm looking for, the video that I'm looking for. So hold on, I'm gonna play this for y'all. Give me 1 second. And that's how it be though when you that real, man, like real shit. And what's crazy is, yo, they everybody say I'm real, but when you real, you don't be with your personal life on here on social media. You speak on what you gotta speak and you move it on. A lot of people want to be all up on people's businesses thinking that they know somebody, and in reality, they don't know this person. Y'all gonna fuck up one day and get your fucking heads knocked the fuck off your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a fact for y'all. Listen, man, I'm gonna give y'all my little own, my little perspective on what she means by that. A lot of y'all haters here on social media, right? Want to be side chicks. That's what it is. Y'all can't see people build and come on here and easily roast each other without no beef, without no bullshit. Make some good content, make they bag. Y'all want to sit on here and hate it. Y'all know what y'all sound like? Y'all sound like some scorned ass fucking side chicks. That's what it is. Y'all like it. Y'all like that shit, right? Y'all like how people be riding their show and y'all just want to be side chicks like that, right? Well, shit. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth. We gotta stay positive. Like, we're gonna get so much. I've been through a lot on here, right? Real shit. And I've been through a lot out here. But that don't mean that I'm gonna sit down and just become a victim and have people feel pity for me. That's not what I'm looking for. And I'm seeing a lot of that on here. There's a lot of motherfuckers on here that want to be victims after they threw the first rock. Listen, man, it's like a cup, right? When that cup overflows with water, what's going to happen? I already said it there. It's overflowing. When a person
Mm-hmm.
get fed up, they're going to speak up. They're going to talk back. And everybody is entitled. If you don't want no fucking smoke, don't look for the beef. If you don't know what this person is going through, don't start some shit with this person. Because a lot of people on here don't know the difference between roasting and sitting here and taking shit to the next level. You want
Mm,
to roast?
yeah, that is
Roast.
so true. You
Give
said
it a
like I was saying, I was agreeing with you though. I nearly could have just gave up instantly after what I went through, but I did not because I know eventually, I could just push through anyways. I had faith anyways, so I'm just not gonna give up.
There is no quitters. The ones that are listen, man, right? There are a lot of people that are here, and I'm not saying that people saying what happened to them is something weak. What I'm trying to say is right that when you sit here and you instigate, or you sit here and you start some shit with people, and you're the first one to do it, why do you want me to feel bad for you? Because I've had a lot of people like, yo, you should feel bad for. No, I'm not feeling bad for somebody that started some shit. You made your bed, you gotta lay in that bitch now. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not getting I'm not gonna do it because now I'm instigating too. I've been there, done that. I've sat here, put my perspectives on some shit, spoke on some shit, and then I'll sit here. I'm like, yo, I'm sorry as shit, because now everybody's telling me, yo, this is like this is like I can't get mad. I ain't got time to get mad. See, people think it's bullshit. No, a lot of us people out here ain't got time to sit here and get mad for what? If you blessed, you blessed. What you mad for? What made you get up in the morning and wake up so pissed off that now you're on social media acting stupid and out here in person? I want to know what makes people wake up early in the morning and just I want to beef with this person. I want to do this with this person. Half the drama on this YouTube, I peeped that is fake because a lot of people ain't beefing with a lot of people. But my thing is, yo, when it's time to handle the beef, a lot of y'all can't handle it. I was looking for my song. See, here goes my song. Here goes my song. This is how motherfuckers be having a shorty feel sometimes. And it's crazy. This is why I say I understand Lonnie One Love. Yo, motherfuckers be having you in your bag. You like, yo, I'm a good girl, right? But motherfuckers be wanting me to, be having me wanting to be a bad girl, real shit. Like, I just want to sit here. I want to curse you out. And if I could, I want to, but I got to be the better person. That's not what my channel is about. But hey, ain't nothing wrong with having a little, roasting. I can't put my hands on you. I'm going to roast you. Shit. That's why I don't have a problem, being on panels where people are, but they just keeping it roasted. Now, a lot of these panels, I don't know where they come from or how YouTube got like this, but it's getting like this where people are just in their feelings. Like, don't come here if you can't handle it. You get what you give. That's how I wake up every morning. I'll be like, yo, Lord, take over me. I'll be praying for a lot of people. Shit. Bless up, bless up.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't grow up. I got a cold heart. As a fact, that's how a lot of people has left a lot of us. Like, yo, y'all to the point where y'all don't get it. My heart already cold. So if you can't take what I gotta give you, I suggest you walk away now. Because when I get started, ain't no holding me back. So shout out to all those out here that standing 10 toes on what they believe in and they don't fall for nothing. And what's crazy is she's speaking some facts there for a lot of y'all. There's a reason I put that song on. I was looking for it earlier because a lot of people do be having us in our bag. It's like, yo, y'all don't get it. Like, we just want to have some fun. We're not on here for the bullshit. We're not here for the beef. We're not here for the drama. But damn, man, you got me wanting right now to be a bad girl doing bad things when I'm normally just, I'm an angel. Like, I'm really an angel. But y'all got me now being Lilith. Like, when I was an angel, now I'm Lilith. Now I gotta sit here and feel as big as Shaq and be like Goliath. Like, why? Y'all came looking for it. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say when it comes to, the people that are, viewing people's panels and can't handle, like, if you don't like certain content, just go away. Don't sit here and be stupid. And then when somebody say something back, like, yo, you should have never said nothing to begin with, yo. Like, real shit. So a lot of y'all got so much to say when the beef comes back to you, when the smoke comes back to you, either deal with it or walk away because you got options. You got a choice. Those of you that decide to stay there and, how can I say, instigate and bring more drama and bring more bullshit to a panel is because y'all like it. So don't sit here and, like, I've heard a lot of y'all tell me, oh, we don't want to hear, why are you here? You must like something from this panel, from this channel, from this content creator that you're still here. Or unless you're with the mess. So if you're with the mess, take it. On that note, Young Riaz, I don't know if you want to say something on your behalf. Lonnie said what she had to say. I want to thank Lonnie for hopping on the panel and,
I
showing
think
some love.
so. Sure, I could say what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I agree with you though. For me, I could have given back what I've given back, but I didn't. I remained patient. I still remained myself. I remained positive, and I still be nice, courteous, and everything like that. And when I kept doing that though, and when I found a way to improve myself though, that's how it's like, it makes someone want to respect me more, and that's why I'm growing basically in a way.
Facts. That's why I respect you too. Like, we've all been through our things here on YouTube. And what's crazy, I could honestly say, right? I've grown on here. I've seen a lot of people grown on here. I've seen a lot of people go through beef. I've seen a lot of people go through drama, but I've seen their panels grow. I've seen them make changes for not nobody else, for themselves. And I still see the people that were supposed to leave the drama behind with the same bullshit. So it's crazy. Like, you know what? Lonnie was speaking facts. A lot of people are going to be on a repeating cycle. Me, I'm somebody personally, I've broken the chains of society. I'm breaking free. I'm being who I'm really meant to be. And I am using each and every one of these platforms, like I said, what it was really meant to be used for. So, like, if y'all don't know the history of social media and why it was created, I suggest for a lot of y'all to go back. Like, really go back and figure out why a lot of these social media platforms were created. See, we the people have made it to what it is. Y'all talk about y'all don't want this, y'all don't want that. But what y'all promoting out here? Y'all promoting bullshit. Y'all making it seem like it's okay for us sisters, for us women to fight each other. And yes, I said us sisters. Go learn your history before you end up in a ditch making history. Real shit. Like, even though I was born in Puerto Rico and my mom is Puerto Rican and my dad, they consider themselves Tainos. You see where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm.
I was born in Ireland, yes, but I was raised here in Philadelphia. This is where I'm from. This is where I was raised at. I got Philly in my blood. No matter where I go, I'ma always have HP. I was raised between Alany and HP. These two areas, these two sections of Philadelphia is where I was raised. And no matter where I go, I'ma always try to do for my community, regardless of anything, because it's in me. Like
Right,
Philly,
right.
my
I feel
my
you though. I was gonna say, I feel you though. For me, I was born in London and I miss that area. So I was born there, raised in London and everything. So when I go back to London, sometimes occasionally to visit, I feel more at home over there because, there's like a lot of people and it's full community where I stay in Southeast. Yes, there's like people around there, but it's just, so separated and so closed in. So I don't feel as home. I don't feel home as much here. Like I'm grateful for it, but I'd rather go back where I was born.
see, I don't want to go back to where I was born. And because it's crazy, like I feel as though no matter where you at, everybody's divided by culture. Like for some reason they're divided. Like, but what's crazy is Philly. I can really say Puerto Rico does. A lot of people do go by the tradition of the Tainos, but what I don't respect is how what's crazy. It's a topic for people know how I feel when it comes to that because I don't consider myself a Boricua. I don't consider myself a Puerto Rican, and it has nothing to do with this non-binary, whatever the stuff is going on. I'm a human. I'm a woman. I gave birth. I don't think I have any other types of sexes. I'm not confused in the head. I know I'm a woman.
Hmm.
The thing is, I don't consider myself a Boricua. I consider myself a Taino. I consider what my father's mother was considered. I'm a Taino. So at the end of the day, I'm going by what I was told that where I come from. So at the end of the day, no, I don't consider myself a Boricua. And I've had a lot of people that are Puerto Rican. Oh, you can't do that. Da, 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 da. I could do whatever I want. If I don't consider myself a damn Boricua, you can't get mad at me. I'm going by cultures. That was y'all want to go by cultures, right? Well, my
Yeah,
culture.
that's why I feel you though, because look, I was confused as well with two cultures though. I was born in UK, but my family is like Pakistani, so they have a different culture. So then sometimes though people like me born in this country who have like nationality like that, we get confused which culture to be. If we say we're British, then the Pakistani say, "Oh, you're not Pakistani then," and then if, when we say Pakistani, and then they pretty much like that. So that's why sometimes to me. I got confused. Hence why I don't go by nationality. I go by faith because then I can, I'm more than that.
Hold on. I didn't say Dino. I said Taino, 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 an Indian Taino. The Indians back in the days. You know how they started off. Well, I was doing my history, and you know how I learned. I'm like, it started off with the Arawaks, but when you go back into our history, the Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans, right, and stuff like that, we come from the Arawak tribe. And what happened was that the Arawaks got together with the African natives. Boom, Tainos were born. Our native language is supposed to be Arawak, even though that allegedly throughout the years, they became extinct, and we just got left with Tainos allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly because they say Tainos were extinct in this generation, and I'm looking into my history. I'm like, yo, there's Tainos everywhere. Like what? And it started off with us, the Africans, and I could just keep going and naming who were the first Indians on here before the Christopher Columbus and Ponce de Leon and Queen Isabel and Queen Elizabeth. Yes, I could keep going. I know my history. I read, and I don't think I'm Cat Williams. I did not read 10,000, 30,000 books in a year, like, but I read. So I know a lot about my
Yeah,
history. I know where I come from.
same,
So for somebody
same
to
with
sit here and
me.
tell me that black blood don't run through my veins, and I'm not gonna say black because we're not black, we're not white, we're none of that. Everybody want to turn everything into colors, but it's not. Like it's crazy because Empress Lonnie One Love did make a point the other day when she was talking about this, and she said how the black culture doesn't have don't have the options to pick between a Hispanic or a black or this and that, and it's true, and it's messed up, and that's why I don't just speak on just the Hispanics. I speak on both sides. I have the option and the choice too, and I pick. I get to pick if I wanted to just pick a side, but I can't. I choose not to because at the end of the day, I know my history. Picking a side would make me a whole hypocrite. I'm not
Right.
picking
For
on neither
me,
one. I can
I'm a
sit here and
Persian
say,
descendant.
no, I'm not a Boricua. I'm a Taino. I'm a Taino. So at the end of the day, listen, those Puerto Ricans that get mad at me for saying I'm not this, but I'm this, go back into your history and learn who you are and where you come from before you sit here and tell somebody they cannot say that they're this. I know what I am, and I've spoken about this on my lives. Like at the end of the day, y'all can't fight this. Like y'all can have an opinion, but y'all can't fight me on something that I know. Bring me some different types of facts. Tell me that I'm different from my black sister over here or from my Hispanic sister over here. I'm not no different from either one of them. I'm not better. My daughter, she has a black father. I'm considered a Puerto Rican because I was born in the islands, right? So that would mean that she's stuck right in the fucking middle. And I'm trying to teach her. You don't have to be stuck. You have an option. And it's fucked up because yes, when you're all black, you're not mixed up. There's no mixtures between a Puerto Rican. There was no, okay, it doesn't matter. Listen, I'm just gonna say it, whether listen, it, it's not a mixture of mommy was black and daddy was Puerto Rican, or daddy was black and mommy was a Mexican, or mommy was black and daddy was a white man, mommy was black and daddy was a Pakistani. No, they don't have the motherfucking option, and I'm seeing it myself.
Right. I
It.
mean, my mom is a born Pakistani. She was born, raised in Pakistan. My dad was born in the UK just like me. Both his parents are Pakistani, but he's like a British Pakistani, same as me. But I actually is confused about that. So I asked, what is this and everything like that. My mom just said just be Muslim and that's it. So I just listened to what she said. So that's why I identify by my faith only. And then also I asked my grandfather, are we Arab or Persian descendants? And basically, me and him researched together, and we found out we're Persian ancestry because the tribe that where I'm from in Pakistan is Kayani, and the Canaans, they trace their roots through there. So that's why in Persia, that's why I've got ancestry there.
It's a fact, and a lot of people don't. That's what
They
makes us ignorant.
confuse me for a Middle Eastern person because my name is Arabic. My faith is, where it originated from, and also because of my skin tone.
Yeah, I've had to listen, man. My oldest son, he goes between the color of caramel and very dark. And like I've told people before, I'm like, I've had issues with people, saying stuff to him. And what's crazy is y'all want to go by culture. I'm supposed to be Puerto Rican. His dad's supposed to be Puerto Rican. Crazy as shit. His dad is white, like Casper the Friendly Ghost, and I get color to me. I go through shades, real shit, and not 50 Shades of Gray. I go through shades. Like I be caramel. I be a little, lighter than caramel, like some vanilla. Like right now, like you see, I don't know what color y'all want to consider this, but let me hit the sun.
I'd
I'll get
say
all my
yellow.
glitter
I'd
back.
say
You
it's
see where I'm coming
yellowish.
from?
Mm-hmm.
Yellow. Oh, damn, you just called me Trump. I'm just
Yeah.
playing with you.
My
He
mom's
said
basically
yellowish.
a lighter skin tone. My mom's light, so I say Asians are defined as yellow. My race would be Asian. I know there's one race human, but I'm saying though, legally though, I'd be defined as Asian. And I always explain though, not all Asians is Japanese, Chinese, or Korean. There's different Asians. I'm South Asian because I'm from the
It's like
southern part of Asia.
it's like people don't realize that they started naming Indians because when they first came across India, that's where they came across the I think a couple Indians. Listen, you gotta go back. I'm only saying a couple things, but I don't want to confuse people. But when they landed in India and they saw there were Indians there, that's where they came up. They were in India. So that's how they gave the Indians their names. It's crazy as shit, but y'all gotta look it up yourselves. I don't want y'all to be like, oh, this is not true. Da, da, da. I don't want to have a fight or a debate. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, instead of arguing with me, pick them books up. Oh, you can
Yeah.
use Google too. If you're gonna use Google, I say use different search engines. They got Yahoo, they got XG, they got so many search engines there that you could look up your history and put two and two together. Real shit.
That is
So when
true. That is true. They probably asked me that I probably have some, like, a little bit of black in me. I'm not saying I don't believe them. I'm not denying it. There's a percent chance so, but I'm not gonna officially just agree or disagree. No, I'm gonna say first I have to see it to believe it. If I do some test, ancestry test, if I wanted to in future when I feel like it, and when I do it, and if it confirms it, then I'll believe it. But I'm not gonna if you say if I have it, I'm not gonna believe you straight away because I need the proof first to prove it.
But you know what's the fastest way to believe to learn your history too without having to take a DNA? You know who's the head of your family? Who was, your first great grandmother? Like, do you know who that is? Because I
Mm,
really I found pictures. I went from family member to family member asking questions, and little by little, I had to put together everything. Then I
I
got
was
online.
both my mother and my grandfather basically, and I think though if I were to ask questions though, I'm gonna have to tell my mom these questions. She's gonna probably have to talk to her relatives and stuff like that. They speak a different language, so I have to ask my mom. I have to tell my mom these questions. Then she has to ask all the family members there and come back to me with that. Because I know how to speak their language, but I prefer speaking in English though.
And I get it, and that's the same way I am. Listen, I grew up, I didn't want to speak Spanish. I don't know why. I just didn't care about speaking Spanish. Like, all I knew was English. Like, y'all hear that little accent on me was when I started learning Spanish. And it's not just that. Like, I use a lot of slang. So I have to get unused to speaking the way I used to speak and speak proper English sometimes, and I ain't ashamed of it. Like, I'm
Yeah.
from Philly. I can't help it. I gotta say up in this John, like, this shit. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, a lot of us from Philly got this. At least I could say water. I don't say water. I can say water.
Well, I can say water just like you, but also, like in UK, basically the way we say water, how we say tea sometimes, it's like water, so like that. Sometimes I say water like that.
It'd be like that though.
Yeah, but my accent though first is no, because a long time ago when I in my home I used to speak the Pakistani language first, and then when I went to school they taught English, and then basically my English that time though I think like speech and stuff like that, and they said though don't speak that language, just speak English only. The mom, they just told me don't speak good, they just speak English, and hence why every day they just said that to improve my English. So my English got better eventually. I kinda lost it a little bit. So eventually, like mentally, I can understand what my mom says when she speaks it, but I don't speak back to her like that.
And that's how it should be. Look, the problem that we have nowadays is that we're not teaching our kids discipline. We're not teaching them respect, and we're not giving them morals. That's why, look, listen, man. If Empress got her link, she can leave it down there. Anybody that's got a YouTube channel, leave y'all links. But listen, man, go check Lonnie out. She be funny as hell. That's why I be laughing like, yo, she saying some shit that be getting you thinking sometimes. I'm like, yo, it's crazy though. I'm fighting for the kids, but some of these kids do need to get their ass whooped. Like, it's true. Like, yo, I did a video one day and I uploaded about this lady that was screaming and shouting about the kids about in her community, how they was about to kill her. And she was like, yo, I don't give a fuck. She like, I'll put hands on these kids. I will shoot one of your kids. And that's how people be feeling because listen, I could sit here and yes, I fight for the kids, but some of these kids is bad. Some of these kids, we need some type of programs to put. They don't have boot camp no more. For those of y'all out there, look, it's kind of hard to get these kids in boot camps because they don't have them. It's hard to get into programs like. Listen, it's a topic for another live because I would have to really show y'all what I'm talking about for a lot of y'all. All these programs that we used to have, they don't exist in reality. They don't.
Hmm.
It's hard to get these kids into programs. So yeah, a lot of us is gonna have to start getting up and waking up. I want y'all to really take a look at what Papa Duck is saying real quick, right? So that y'all can understand where I'm coming from. He speaks a lot about what's going on and he breaks it down. And this is somebody that was in the industry that he said, no, I don't want this, I don't want that. So I'm gonna find my own way. He got his own labels, he's doing everything he's gotta do himself. I mean, do they have to partner up with certain people? Yeah. But at the end of the day, once they say no and they work their way up and they made it up there, what can they say to them to try to make them do this? No, if you don't want me, then I'll go somewhere else. Hey, you got to be your own boss.
Yeah, that's true. Very much. Like I remember this one example. His name's Skepta. Basically, he's like UK legend. And basically, back in 2003, nobody wanted him. Nobody wanted to sign him because of the style he had. So he said, "You know what? Forget it. I'll just build my own company, my own crew, everything." So he and his brother basically built their own company, and from there he kept doing what he was doing, and he established his legacy, and everyone else wanted him, so he just eventually agreed to like either sign or partner with other companies. Now he's a legend now after doing what he was doing. That's what
And
uk has a bit of a DIY culture.
yeah, because everybody is like, oh, I don't want to listen, man. You could avoid that shit, and if you say no, look, there's other options out there. People just stuck on the I gotta make it the fast way. Well, guess what? The fast way, you're gonna have to sacrifice something. But topic for another live. Listen to what Papa Doug has to say, and I will give y'all my perspective. And let me know what y'all think. What you think after I stop the video, young Riaz.
Okay.
I got a
I'm
question
sorry,
for
Papa.
y'all, right? Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck back with another video. And listen, I got a question for y'all, right? I was watching this movie the other day, and it was about slavery. Now, it was two men in this movie, one white, one black. Now they both had arms, they both had legs, they both were equivalent to a man. But how come one man can tell another man what to do and he do it? Yes sir, no sir, he do it. How is it that both equivalent to a man? He listen to everything he say, do it, and he do it. How is that possible? I'm gonna tell you how. Religion. See, these people been taking over countries, different places, by converting the people on the land to accept Christianity. Now, don't get mad at me. This is in the
Hmm.
books. Go research
Mm-hmm.
it for yourself. But we as black people, we the only ones that'll turn a blind eye when it comes to
Hmm.
religion, no matter what the situation is. No matter what, even though they took out the Bible, you must obey your slave master and God. They took that out the Bible, we turn a blind eye. Preacher pull up in a $300,000-400,000 Rolls Royce, but you done Uber to the church and you still give them your money. We turn a blind eye. Look at all this stuff.
All the time. But guess what? You know when they don't turn a blind eye, Papa Duck? You know when they don't turn a blind eye, young Riaz?
When?
When the devil is knocking at their door. That's when
Right.
they want to scream, they want to holler, they want the news, they want the radio stations, they want the bloggers. I need your help. That's when they want, oh, I just woke up. Well, fool, stay the fucking bed. No, no. It don't go like that. Like, yo, that's being selfish. You don't give a fuck when it should matter, but when it has to do with you, now everybody should care. Nah, this is how I feel about that.
Mm-hmm.
Look, this is how I. This is America, land of the free, where you gotta pay for water, even the air you breathe. Y'all screaming Black Lives Matter, turn around and watch our kids die and cry and ask why. They gotta fly high. Now we gotta be strong enough to storm the weather. Y'all weak, y'all fold under pressure. Now y'all went and lost your treasure. Oh my, look at the oppressor, dressed as a professor, calls himself a hitman, missed his target and got banned. Now he's tomorrow's trend, all for a brand. Don't act surprised. Y'all can stand. Y'all knew the plan. Y'all know that friend with that itchy hand ready to see you go missing? Damn, what a scam. The whole time they was listening. They was just a part of the plan. Got us on a mission, on go mode and ready to rant. Because that's how it be. Like it's too much. Like y'all scream victim, and then it turns out nobody's really a victim, and then all these kids end up getting hurt behind the dumb shit that a lot of people be doing, and that's the facts right there. Y'all want them to start looking at us different? Then we need to get our asses off these chairs. Get off your mama's couch. Get off your mama's titty, and start doing some shit. He's speaking facts. What are we being? Brainwashed. You heard what he said.
Yeah.
These preachers were doing. You know what I'm saying? I asked this one girl about I ain't gonna call his name, but it was a preacher, big preacher that got caught doing this, doing what they do with the little boys and this and that. I said, you still go to his church? She said, yeah. I said, why? Because God working through him, and God might be working through him to get to me. I say that don't make no damn sense.
They don't.
at all.
Wait, I actually kind of agree with him in that sense. It don't make sense though, you know. For me, I just pray directly. You don't need to worship someone through someone. That makes no sense. I don't understand that concept.
Exactly. And what's crazy is, right? We sat here surviving R. Kelly this, surviving R. Kelly that. Uh, when are we gonna come out with surviving all the priests, surviving all the pastors? I mean, I've spoke about this. The videos are coming up because I had to take them off my other channels and take out, what was striking me. Now I'm cleaning the videos out. I'm re-uploading the videos so that way this channel don't get striked. And I'm keeping everything on the podcast. We're gonna talk about it all. Like we're not gonna sit
Hmm.
here. We're not no sides. We're not cuddling. We're not sitting here trying to no. If you wrong, you wrong. If it's right, if it's right, it's right. Like you fucked up, you fucked up. All you could do is just take accountability for what you did. That's it. It's that fucking simple. And you know what's crazy? I respect a person when they take accountability for what they did before they sit here and point a finger and I have to find out the hard way. Yo, you lied to me straight up in my fucking face. And then you get mad if I take shots. See, people lucky that I'm not the type of person that I'm not, that I can handle certain shit. Like certain people, I don't know if you ever heard somebody say I was meant for battle. I was meant for war. Anything you throw at me, I could take. So anything you could throw at me, I could take. As long as it doesn't involve my kid's life, we cool. But if it involves my kid's life, or anything that has to do with harming them, whatever, listen, then you're gonna see Griselda Blanco come out.
Hmm.
So at the end of the day, I gotta keep my cool for what? What am I arguing with you for?
Right.
See, people easily manipulated, easily controlled. And I'm not that person. I stand 10 toes down on what I believe in, and I don't fall for shit. Like, I'm going to ask my questions. And if you lied to me, then I'm backing off. Like, if I got respect for you and you lied to me, then I'm going to try to ease my way off. Like, all right, boom. I don't got to say nothing. I'm going to just leave it at that. You see where I'm coming from? But if you
Hmm.
come and disrespect me, I'm going to top your disrespect and say, fuck you. Like, no, we could leave it cool or we could leave it beefing. And I'm trying not to beef. But
Yeah.
people don't like that
Wait,
shit.
with
But yeah,
me as well though, like before as well. I think I remember my one time my dad had to get involved as well. I didn't want him to, but he just, decided just to. My own father just decided to just come in and just step, and I can commend him for that. But I don't want my dad involved, before and stuff like that. I didn't want him involved, but he just chose to just take it from me and just get in it like that.
yeah, but
And
you
I
know what I
don't
would like?
blame him.
People get involved in shit they don't have to get involved. But right when it's time to talk about, these priests and these Catholic pastors and all that, when it's time to say when are we gonna come out with surviving these priests, these Catholic pastors, these past
Mhm.
I can you understand where I'm going from. But
Wait, but
everybody wanna get
the thing as well is, the whole point about the faith as well is basically ask questions and stuff like that. That's the whole basis of the faith because, where it all traces to that person, basically, you know where I'm going with it, right? Asked a lot of questions before officially, agreeing and basically, is like fully, like fully has the faith, but wants to ask the questions. And that's good though. I mean, we're supposed to be doing that anyway. We're supposed to ask questions though, anyways,
yeah,
not go along. That's what I don't get about, them
people
people like that.
people get mad and that's the problem. People get mad. But here's my thing, right? It's like when I was speaking on the Kanika Jenkins story, right? Oh, her mom this, y'all should leave her alone. Da, 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 da. But you know what's crazy? What if it was your child? Wouldn't you really want the justice? So at the end of the day, I'm not just trying to sit here and figure out what happened to this child, because if my child was to ever go to a hotel, and have a party with his or her friends, like, and something happens, you think I'm gonna stay as quiet as this mom did? No. You
Mm-mm,
mad at me because I'm speaking up for a lot of moms? A lot of moms that sit here and wanted to speak up, and this bitch had the opportunity to speak up, and she said they didn't do nothing to my child, then said this, and then said that, and then switched up on so many things, and now the truth is really surfacing out there. Let me ask y'all a question. We'll get to Papa Duck real quick, right? And this been surfacing for a minute. And listen, man, I know people going to talk shit because people get mad at me when I speak on Teresa Martin. But at the end of the day, listen, if the shoe fits, wear that itch. Here we go, the present button. Sorry. Now, I was watching a YouTuber the other day, right? And he was coming at Teresa Martin real heavy, right? And it's because she did this Instagram video right here, right? And it was, I think, a couple days before the New Year's, right? I'm somebody that believes that she has something to do with her daughter's murder. If y'all haven't checked out Trey Gang Productions, go make sure y'all check out Trey Gang Productions. He speaks on it. Another person that I just came across is Edward Joseph. You know, it's crazy. They got the same evidence. They got the same proof when it comes to the Kanika Jenkins case. They just, one thinks that she's still alive. The other one, thinks that she's dead. And it's crazy. They both got great points and they both make, oh my God, it's just crazy. There's like, whoa, but where I'm stuck at in this case is like, could she be alive? Because one of them do got me thinking. Like, if y'all, like, I'm gonna do a live on it. If y'all, I'm gonna show this video again on that live. If y'all think about gang stalking and stuff like that, and if y'all know what I'm talking about, then y'all will understand why I'm saying it. And it's crazy because you would think that a mother could not harm her child. Yes, there are mothers out here, and I don't get tired of talking about it on this podcast. There are mothers out here that can harm their child for whatever reason. Y'all heard me mention Lilith earlier? For whatever reason, these females ain't women. They're nothing more than women, Lilith in disguise. That's what it is. Lilith disguised as a woman. That's it. Real shit. But listen to this. They're saying that she got drunk and got emotional and is full of guilt. If y'all know about the Kanika Jenkins story, let me know what y'all think about this.
How y'all doing? I want to ask y'all a question.
Question.
To the mothers out there. Man, I'm not excluding you all, but I want to ask the mothers out there. The mothers, the biological mothers. I want y'all to think back to the day y'all gave birth to y'all first child or second child, or however many children you all have. Could y'all still feel the pain? Could y'all still feel the tears? Could y'all still feel the joy? The joy of giving birth to a child? Couple more questions. Have y'all ever noticed? No disrespect to the guilty parents, but the guilty ones cry the most. Y'all, people say that y'all believe in God. Let me tell y'all something. Until you experience the death of your child, you don't know what the hell you'll do. So you're talking, saying you'll do this, she reacted that.
Whoa, what's going on?
The child.
I don't know.
All right. So y'all heard what she was saying, but hold on, I'm trying to see.
Y'all first reaction.
She's saying that you don't know how you would react if your child was to die, right? Here's something that I'm going to say, right? I do know how I would react if my child was to die. You want to know why? Because my child is alive right now, and I would give my life for my child. I've been close to losing my child more than once, and I'm talking about my oldest, right? And the feeling alone, right, made me feel like I was about to lose my mind. So I could sit here with that little feeling. I could just imagine, right? From me seeing other moms that have actually lost kids, seeing them cry, couldn't barely get a word out, and it takes them a time, to actually be able to really talk to somebody. They just, they just lost a child. Like they not in their right state of mind. But the tears, they definitely come out. That mourning definitely happens. The depression definitely happens. When it comes to Teresa Martin, and I understand why a lot of people are coming at her, and I've seen it for myself. Here's my thing. You never cried for your daughter. Never shed a tear for your daughter. But when her sister passed away, when I tell you that the tears were coming out like it was a river, like if it was an ocean, they were coming. Where was that reaction when your daughter died? We're talking about somebody you gave birth to, somebody that you raised, somebody that you cannot bear to see in a casket. Because if they're gone, you're gone. And it doesn't matter how many kids you have. When you really love your kids, when you're a real mother, each and every one of them kids will make you feel the same way if they was in the same situation. Don't sit here and tell me that a real mother is not going to sit here and cry and mourn the death of their child. I've seen mothers cry in front of me to the point that I'm saying, oh my God, I'm in tears with them too, because what they're feeling, I'm feeling it now. And I'm like, yo, how can I help you? Like, how can I make you feel better? When in reality, there's nothing in this world that can consult a mother that has just lost a child. Let's make that make sense. But listen, she says apparently you don't know how to react if you lose a child. Well, unless you don't give a fuck about your child, then maybe you could say that.
Is that y'all don't know what the hell to do. It seemed like a dream, and you need to be woke up from it. So all y'all to say whatever y'all want to say. God bless y'all. But I want to speak to the mothers, the true mothers. Just because you had a baby don't mean you're a mother. You
I
could be
say
a
that.
mammy. I'm not speaking to the mammies, but you know what? I might speak some knowledge into the mammies. I thank y'all.
So, Miss Teresa Martin, are you a mommy? Are you a mother? Are you a mammy?
For giving birth. I thank y'all for giving birth. But all y'all people said that I had something to do with my babies. Let me tell y'all something. And look, you know what? I'm in school. I'm all over the place right now, but I need to speak right now because it's bubbled up in me. Let me tell you something. First of all, I want to tell y'all this. I got a text, and I liked the person because the person was like a supportive person, right? I'm not being mean. I never knew how to be stuck up. I never knew how to be nothing but to be me. To be me. To be me. They went from love to hate but they always said it's a thin line between love and hate. It's okay. I made a mistake and stuck up this finger right here, y'all. Y'all see this finger right here. Not the ring finger, this finger. I said, now do that make you feel like a woman now? Because you hated me. You said all this and all that. But let me.
So apparently, what these bloggers are saying is like hitting a nerve. She's drunk on social media. Her comments don't even align to, what she's saying. Like, it's crazy. Like, how you sit here and say that a mother doesn't cry for her child when they die. I mean, I would love to hear anybody's opinion. Have y'all ever seen a mother that lost their child and not cried? Have y'all ever seen a mother that lost their child and was, able for you? Was you able to console a mother that lost their child? Let me put it like that. Like, anybody out here knows of that? Because as far as I'm concerned, a mother that loses a child is unconsolable. So, I mean, for her to say what she said, I don't know. That just proves a lot of these bloggers, and I think she's aiming at either Edward Joseph or Trey Gang Productions, because these two men are hitting heavy and they're throwing proof out here about what happened to Kanika Jenkins, and this lady is just more and more out here showing her true colors. What do y'all think?
Mm, I think there's a little, oh, I see from her, she probably feels a little bit resentment towards her own child, I think, the way she's talking. No, I mean the
Hmm.
concern and love is there, but at the
That's
same time, the way she's behaving shows me she has some resentment towards the child or something. Like
You think she's got
resentment and a
guilt?
little bit of hatred. No, I mean all feelings basically. A little bit of resentment, a little bit of hatred, but also guilt.
Because I'll agree with you because you're not the only one saying that. To me, I think it's more guilt. And you know what's crazy? I didn't even think about the resentment. So you gave me something else to think about, like for real, for real. So that's
Yeah,
why I
I
say
can see the guilt on her face, but I'm saying the way she's moving around. You know, like her body, right? Her body language is showing me like the way she's moving about while talking and the way her voice is and everything. Yes, there's guilt on her face, but she's showing signs of resentment. The way her voice is and her body language shows, you know, a bit of resentment.
and it's a fact, and I agree with you on that part. That's a fact. All right. So I just wanted to show y'all that for a fact because it's crazy how people, they'll sit here and come at somebody for, giving an honest opinion, but you feeling some type of way for what? Because I'm sitting here telling you that I feel as though that a mother, when she loses her child, I'm a mother myself. And I cannot bear the thought of losing my child. You a son, and you talk about your mom so much. And I know that deep down inside of you, you know that if you was to go from, leave this world today and she wouldn't be able to see you, you could kind of imagine what your mom would be feeling right now.
Right, I agree with you. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, I totally get you, and you're right. I wouldn't imagine what you'll feel if I'm not here, and
That's
also my brother as well. So if me, my siblings were not here, if me, my siblings and stuff like that, if we were gone today, and if my mom, I cannot imagine what she would feel after it.
that's a fact. So getting back on topic, I just wanted to put that out there as an example. Like people out here just fall for anything. Like there's so many stuff. There's so many things out here that they play with us. They manipulate with us. Like it's crazy if you look at the Kanika Jenkins story, you could tell that it was a play that they sat here and they manipulated us. For what was the reason? When I do a live and I get more people to talk about it, we could probably come up with more conclusions because I'm gonna do a live on Edward Joseph and Cat Williams. You hear me? Oh snap! Shout out to Cat Williams, Trey Gang Productions, and I'm gonna bring that video up with a couple more videos, and I want to get people's perspective because it's crazy. Because if this was your child that it happened to, would you not have fought for your child to find out who did this to your child? Not sat here and behaved the way Teresa Martin did. I'm sorry to say it. Like, if your child was to, if I know not you, young Rhea. So the question is mainly for the people out here that got kids. If you was to lose your child, you would sit here and listen, man, raise hell on earth to find out what happened to your child. You would not sit here and give a fuck about the money that's coming. You would not sit here and make story after story. No, you would be here. You would be the detective, the cop, the lawyer. You would be everything. I'm telling you right now. A real father and mother will sit here and get justice for their child by any means necessary. And if y'all don't believe me, hey, listen, man, let's put it like this. Teresa Martin is not, oof, she is not nowhere near um Emmett Till's mom. Emmett Till's mom, that's a real mom right there. That's a real hero. Her real sacrifice was sitting here exposing what really happened to her son and how it happened. Teresa Martin, she couldn't sacrifice nothing to sit here and bring justice to her daughter if her life depended on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's fucked up. But back to Papa Duck, he's talking about how they control us will blow your mind. And he is
Okay, but I'm gonna hop down. Thanks for having me up. I said what I needed to say and everything like that, and I'm gonna go.
all right. Thank you. I appreciate you, young Riaz.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, but guys, hope you have a blessed day today. All right, back to Papa Duck. Like he was saying, y'all gotta really listen to what he's saying. I'm gonna play this a little bit of the other video, and I'm gonna end the live. Thank you to Young Riaz because he actually, helped the live go a little longer. So shout out to Young Riaz.
First of all, you ain't got to go through nobody to get to God. It's in your essence. But the people that gave you religion, they lied to you. And he who controls the past controls the future.
Mm.
You must understand, right? We are ignorant when it comes to religion. Why? Because
Facts.
someone else gave us that religion. And the same people that gave us that religion is using it against us. Okay? And you must be real with yourself. This is 2024. We're not doing that others. We ain't doing it no more. We're gonna keep it a buck. Okay? Now, I ain't trying to deter you from what you believe in and all that, because what's good is good and what's bad is bad. I'm for what's right, whatever that is. And you don't need a book or nobody to tell you how to do right or what is wrong. You need to study the laws of Mayat, the 42 laws of Mayat, where they got the 10 commandments from. You understand?
Yo, I'm about to look that up. The 10 laws of Mayat. I don't know about y'all, but did y'all hear him? He said the 10 laws of Mayat. So for those of y'all that want to do your research, the 10 laws of Mayat. I think I might look it up and do a little research on it and do an upload, a regular upload on it when I find out what the 10 laws of Mayat is. So shout out to Papa Duck once again.
I mean, see, this is the stuff they're not going to tell you. Never educate the people you want to dominate. But this is what happens to us. We turn a blind eye on things when it comes to religion. We have to be real. We have to understand. Common sense should tell you God ain't put you on earth to be working for no motherfucking body. God ain't put you on earth for you to work to pay another bitch for what God put here for free. Let me say that again. What God you know that I'll be okay with you having to bust your ass to pay for something that God put here for all of us to use, right? What God you know agree to that? That's man.
Right? It's supposed to be here for free for us, but they say this is America, land of the free. But you got to pay for water, even the air you breathe.
And made bullshit. What God you know will be okay with you not having money to pay for a surgery? That don't make no sense. But we as people, we let other people control us by what we allow them to put up here. You have to understand who is your programmer. Everyone has a programmer. Who programs you to think this or to think that or to not think this and to not think that? Same people that gave you a religion. Remember, he who controls the past controls the future. You don't know where you're going if you don't know where you come from.
Facts.
And it's just, I'm at a point this
You got
year.
Motherfuckers talking about that they want to make a change, they want to make a difference, but still stuck in the same phase. You got motherfuckers talking about that they want to chase a bag, but stay at home and nag. Then when you ask them what they need, they say less talking, more opinions, no prayers with the vision. You ask me, y'all need to focus more on the vision, rely less on television. How you want a future, you have no vision. This world is just like fiction. What we need is more talking, less opinions, more prayers with no division. Before you come up with a conclusion, giving people false illusions, pick up a book, do your research, learn your history before you end up in a ditch making history. Division and religion.
Bro, we ain't doing that no more. It don't make sense. God gave you common sense for a reason. You got to start using it. Because it don't make sense for us to live in a world where we have to pay bills, where we have to have a certain status quo to get to fit in with us. See, when you read history, bro, when you go all the way back, all the way back, nothing has changed. Nothing. It's the same shit.
Ain't nothing changed. The only thing that changes here is when you go deep down the rabbit hole. That's it. That's what changes. But see, that it's like the yin and yang. You either with God or you on that side. You up in heaven or you underground.
And we must stop that. So all I'm saying is this, bro. Religion was one of the main things they used to enslave us, man. Remember, Nat Turner couldn't go nowhere and do nothing, but they allowed his ass to go camp from slave camp to teach other slaves about what? The Bible. Remember the anti-literacy law I told y'all about? What is that? The anti-literacy law is where.
So if you haven't subbed up to Papa Duck, make sure you do, because he has a whole video talking about the anti-literacy law. Right here, He'll talk a little bit real quick about it, but he has a whole video speaking on the anti-literacy law.
You couldn't educate people. If you as a slave owner, you got caught educating slaves, you was punished by fines. If you was a slave teaching other slaves how to read and write, you was punished by hangings. Nothing has changed. You're still ignorant to this day. People think because they're a lawyer, they smart. You only smart in a environment or a made up environment or a matrix where a lawyer has a place. You
Facts.
feel me? A Fortune 500 company owner that manages.
You know what's crazy? Like in the movies, they make it seem like the lawyers and the doctors and stuff like that. Which I think is true because I hear a lot of people that will sit here and I think they've seen it for themselves and not to offend anybody. But a lot of the stories that I've heard, on why a lot of people are homeless is because like they don't know how to fend for themselves. They don't know how to survive out here. Like real shit, they don't know how to pick themselves up when they fall. And I'm saying, I'm like, yo, I hope I never get like that. Like, because I know depression is bad, and a lot of people get to depression, they end up losing their homes and stuff like that. But to sit here and not know how to survive, not know how to pick yourself up, like the only thing you know how to do is either be a doctor or just be a lawyer, just sit here pinpointing a finger or telling somebody what to do. It's like, ugh. Like I can never be somebody that has an office job. Like I can't do that. I have to be out here. I have to put the footwork in. I have to be a part of it. Like it's crazy.
500 people and the people who can do taxes and all this shit. In the
Mm.
Matrix, that shit means something. Which means they had to create a fake world to give this shit purpose. If the world go to shit today, you're gonna see lawyers, bankers, don't know how to
Mm.
fish. The motherfuckers ain't gonna know how to do nothing.
I just said that.
But they're a lawyer. See the difference between God's world and man's world. They have to make up.
It's like what I said earlier about Trump. No, it was the video that I uploaded. I don't know if it just because I scheduled the upload. It probably not uploaded yet, but it was on a Cat Williams interview when he was talking to Shannon Sharp. And he was talking about Biden and he was talking about Trump, how his division. And like I've told people, and I know a lot of people have heard me. Listen, me personally, I have no president. I don't like to me. I don't think that. Listen, I won't say I have a president until there's a president out here that is for we the people. Every president that I've seen going into office, every president I've done my research in, is not for we the people. But at the end of the day, the president's job isn't the most important job. The ones that we got to worry about is the legislators, right? The people that we put into office, congressmen and all that. We worried about the presidents. Like people are so worried that to the point where they're trying to figure out who's going to be their master and they're going to be the puppet. They're going to be with a string like this. Like the puppet master's going to tell them to do this, go like this. That's how they gonna be looking. Like I know I looked a little crazy, but I had to show y'all, like y'all, that's what y'all want, a master. Like until I don't see that there's a president that doesn't sit here and become how can I say it, a puppet for the whatever scheme or plan they got up there in the government, I'm not gonna believe it. And what they say. It's that simple. No president for me until we have a president that's for us, the people. And if y'all do y'all research and y'all, there's good presidents, da 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 da. Listen, man, y'all don't even know that there were black presidents before Obama. So I don't want to hear nothing from y'all unless y'all have done y'all history. Yo, don't come up with no bullshit to me because listen, man, I'm gonna end up walking away and letting you fall in that ditch. Shit, you'll be the one making history now. Snap.
Up shit. In God's world, Mother Nature, everything is perfect. See, if you really believe in God and if you really believe in what you say you believe in, this is what you'll be on. But everybody's on what man says. Man done fucked the world up. Everything was perfect before man touched it.
Toma.
Everything. But like I say, if you so-called believe in God, you will do something about this. How can that? And if you ain't believing in God, then who you believing in? The devil. The very people that you're up against every day, they believe in darkness.
Facts. It's like a yin and yang.
And they up every motherfucking day kicking our ass. And you can believe what you want, say what you want, but look at what's going on. Look at really what's going on. They going forward with AI. Ain't nobody saying shit. They going forward with making our children believe in talking about an upside down.
Yo, and shout out to everybody that participated on my live. Yo, shout out to all those that participated. Yo, we got on this. We was in 2023 and we said it. It'll be crazy if the distraction right now that's going on with the Cat Williams situation and everything, right? It'll be like, yo, they pop up and they be like, yo, y'all do know we got the AI judges now. We got the AI lawyers. We got the AI this and the AI that, because they were already planning it. In a lot of places, what y'all fail to realize is, listen, man, they got them AI dogs already. I think in New York and a lot of other places, they got the AI waiters, the waitresses, all that. Like, y'all think, y'all talking about it's coming, it's coming. No, it's here. Can y'all be any slower? It's here. And that's not for everybody. But see, people like taking it. So if the shoe fits, wear that itch. I'm talking in general. A lot of people either act slow or they are slow. Shit is already here. It's just they're making shit seem like, oh, it's about to happen or this is happening. Y'all fall for the lies. Y'all fall for the freaking bullshit, for the drama, for the fake shit, for the fake news. But when y'all got reality news hitting y'all in the face, y'all want to sit here, y'all want to run. When it's fake, y'all want to sit here and be like, people is backwards. But he's speaking the facts, yo. Shout out to everybody that was on the live with me. We did, I think it was like 4 or 5 lives speaking out on the AI robots, about them becoming judges, about everything that was going to happen. So if y'all missed it, make sure y'all go back a little bit and go check them lives out. Leave y'all comments. Let a shorty know what y'all think. Because like I said before, y'all comments do matter. It helps a shorty out a lot, not just on here on YouTube, but out here when it comes to y'all, leaving y'all comments to the positive videos and stuff like that in our communities. Shout out to those people that were brave enough to hop on my panel before, speak their truth, speak their story, and not worry about nobody. At the end of the day, them people that did hop on my panel, I'm looking at y'all right now and I'm letting y'all know y'all story has helped somebody. I get DMs, I get, inboxes and stuff like that. People talking to me about people that have been on my panel. So shout out to y'all, because a lot of people be like, yo, I didn't think I could speak about this or say something like this online, but thank you. Da, 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 da. So go ahead, listen, man, y'all, you don't know if your story is the reason why this person has opened up and came out their shells. For real, for real.
Our world. Well, people don't even know their genders. That's how confused shit is. They got people thinking that, no, you ain't a boy, or no, you ain't this, or no, you ain't that. Then what the fuck is you?
I'm a kangaroo.
None of God's people is doing the work. You just sitting back and ain't doing nothing. You understand? We have to make a change. We have to do something about that.
That's a fact. Y'all think sitting around doing nothing is going to get y'all something. Y'all going to accomplish something. No. You know how you're going to accomplish something? Getting off your mama's couch, popping your mama's titty out your mouth. Stop being spoiled. Stop depending on your parents when you're a certain age. Like, and a lot of you parents need to let a lot of these kids grow up. A lot of y'all ain't letting them grow up, and a lot of y'all need to stop being their best friends. Listen, being a friend to your child doesn't mean sit here, smoke, drink with them and all that stuff. Being a friend to your child means that you're going to be that listening ear. You know how sometimes we need a friend, we need somebody to talk to? Our kids need it too. That's what being a friend to your child means, giving them the advice that they need. Because as a parent, you got to be strict. Leave it to a parent, not right now, I got to do this. No, you got to also be that listening ear and that advice that your child needs here and there. Because if you don't give it to them, they're going to go out here in these streets and they're going to get it. And guess what? When you throw a child out into the wolves, when you throw these kids out to the wolves, a lot of these kids come out leading them packs. Shit. Leave it to me. Yo, throw me out to the wolves. Guess what? I've been thrown out to the wolves. Guess what? I came out leading each pack. Each time. Figure it out yourself. Figure it out yourself. Oh, shit. All right. I came back leading the motherfucker. Like, what you want me to do? You said figure it out for yourself. I figured it out. And this is what I'm going to do. This is what I've learned. Some of us choose to take the bad way. Some of us choose to take the right way. I chose to take the route that I took, and here I am.
Because whether you think this or you think that, man, I ain't got to tell you this shit, man. Look around.
Everything's in your face. Everything's in our face.
Who doing what?
Right?
Come on, bro. All the people that's really into church or deep into religion, they are being allowed to do what they're doing by the same people that gave you religion. You can't go get a church without their permission.
Facts.
You can't go build a bank without their permission.
Facts.
This is their land. This is their world. This is their society. Whether you want to believe it or not, it is what it is. Until we understand what the real problem is and how we can fix it. Then it will become ours. Till then, it is theirs. Stop lying to yourself. Stop saying this and saying that. Because right now,
this is not your America. So for those of y'all that keep thinking, this is my America, this is not your America. Are you standing up for it? Are you helping make the changes? Are you making the difference? This is not your America. Because you're letting them do whatever. Like, they're still in command. They still in charge. Y'all scared. It's like Jennifer Lewis said. Listen, man, you take away their funds, they take away your son. Before they take away your sons. But we're giving them our sons. We're not taking their funds. And if anything, a lot of y'all is looking to become puppets. For what? When we could run our own communities in reality. But you know what? Y'all don't want to think like that.
if you want to open up a church, you got to go to them. It shouldn't be that way. And if you're a real churchgoer or you're a believer of the Most High, I would say, do something about it.
Facts. Let's all
do something about it. But until we understand what the situation is, because a lot of people don't know they're a slave. I must keep saying it. I don't care how much people, you got to know you're in bondage. You are a slave because you're always answering to another motherfucker. Even though God put everything here for us, but we let them tell us different. Shit don't make sense.
And yeah, you got people saying it's impossible. Our ancestors wasn't enslaved. Our ancestors wasn't taken from where they was at. Okay, so you tell me, how is it that we was in certain places and they ended up here?
So like I say, man, it's your boy Papa Dog. I didn't want to make this video that long, man. I love y'all.
All right, y'all. So that was a great video that Papa Thug did right there, and I loved reacting to it. I loved breaking it down. Yo, if y'all haven't subbed up to Papa Duck, make sure y'all do. Now, this is something that I really wanted y'all to see from him the other day, and I'm gonna react to that other video, and I'm gonna just do a regular upload to it. But the other day,
you know what you stand. Yo, what's happening?
I was watching this, and I want y'all to listen. Let me ask y'all a lot of let me ask y'all a question, right? Do y'all know about the 13 months? Do y'all know about that calendar that has the 13 months, right? You know, if you know about our history, you know about the horoscopes, the 13-month calendar, and all that, right? What's crazy is this. This shit is gonna blow a lot of people's minds. It really is. I want y'all to pay attention.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Dog, and if you see the title to this video, yes, January 1st is not New Year's, okay? It is not the new year. Let's jump right into it, right? This is when they changed it. They changed the...
Yo, that shit blew my mind. For those of y'all that are like, oh, that's bullshit. Yo, go do your research before you even talk shit. For anybody that leaves a retarded ass comment talking about, oh, who cares? I don't want to hear this. Then this is not the channel for you. See, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep bringing awareness. And before I bring awareness, before I talk about a situation, I always do my research. And I suggest a lot of y'all go do your research too. It's crazy. This shit blew my mind because I knew about the 13 months. I knew about all that stuff. Crazy part is, I never knew that January 1st was never really the beginning of every year. It's actually April 1st. But they had us believing that April 1st is April Fool's. My whole life had people playing pranks on me or me playing pranks on somebody on April 1st. I'm sitting here like, no, Papa Doc. I'm on every search engine. I'm like, no. You know what else I did? I pulled out the history books. I literally did. I got history books like crazy. On one of my lives, whenever I get a chance, I'm gonna show you. I got a whole bunch of history books, bull. But I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You gonna take the shit all the way back, and they really, they lied to us. Fuck.
Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar, right? And in the process of that, they've changed these things. Okay, we're talking about going from 13 months a year and 28 days a month to all these different days a month and 12 months a year. All right. I keep telling y'all, when you dealing with America, which is some of the lyingest, doggest motherfuckers in the world, you're gonna always be misled.
And it's crazy. And I was always wondering what took so long for February to hit 29 days in a month, right? They haven't even hit. Do they make it to 30? But they don't even got 31 days. And not every month has 31 days. That's the crazy part. See, I've always asked questions and people say, Ray, you tripping. That's what always made me go out and do my own research. And then you can't call me crazy now because what I was thinking when you said this and when I was reading this, I wasn't wrong. See, y'all sitting here twisting shit up, confusing people, but our minds ain't fucked up like y'all is. Like, I'm starting to understand why a lot of people say that my mind is still pure.
Because he who controls the past controls the future. Okay, if you look at a lunar calendar, we're talking about when the moon cycle. We're talking astrology, moon cycles. The moon cycle's 13 times, not 12. Why would they change that? Right? Why? If you look at a turtle, on the outside of a turtle, I think it's called
Listen carefully.
scopals or something like that. But the little patterns on the turtle shell, on the outside is 28, and on the inside is 13.
And when you do your research, it explains to you why. And it's crazy that a lot of the a turtle is also considered a spirit animal. A lot of animals are, but not a lot of animals are considered spirit animals. Y'all got to do your research. Y'all think every animal is a spirit animal, and it really isn't. So it blew my mind when I was doing my research. I'm like, I thought every animal, had something to do with a spirit animal. Nope. Not every animal is a spirit animal. When you sit here and you learn a lot when you read, you learn about ancient history, about astrology, about the ozones, about listen, man, I could just keep going about politics. Damn, when you sit here and you read, you learn about a lot of shit. Same way that when people made us think that 2 + 2 = 4.
Okay. Also, if you pay attention to the Ethiopian calendar, why is it right now in America is 2023, but in Ethiopia it's 2016? Yes, it is.
And he's not lying. Give me 1 second, guys.
2016 in Ethiopia. Why is there's a 7-year gap? Because they stuck to the original calendar. You got to think this calendar was changed also with the help of a papal bull. Now this gonna blow your mind. What is a papal bull? I keep telling y'all, if your religious advisor, preacher, pastor, whatever, if they don't know what a papal bull is, you in the wrong place, homie. A papal bull is where the Pope gives explorers the permission, like Christopher Columbus, fuck ass. I must say it like that because of what he did to. They say the Indians, but them was really black folks. But anyway,
Yeah, I see how we was just talking about going back. Like they say the Indians, but them folks were really black folks. Yo, Tainos is made up out of. I keep telling everybody, if y'all go do your history, Tainos are made out of um African natives and Indian natives, as they want to call them, and that's what we are. Like we black people, just different types of shade, different shades of color. My bad.
Papal is what the Pope gave permission to explorers to go to other areas, right? And when they find these people, they had the permission to kill.
It wasn't the Pope. It was Queen Isabel, I think it was at that time. Um, yeah, it was Queen Isabel. They had to report to her, or Queen Elizabeth, one of the two. I think it was Queen Isabel, if I'm not mistaken. I know I did a live on this, but she was the one that gave the orders. It was the Queen. Yeah, I went real deep into this history. That shit just shocked me. The history of the Tainos and the African American warriors and all that. It's just sad. Like our ancestor history is very, very sad. And what's crazy is it's only been a couple hundred years. We be thinking it's like it's been 1,000 years. It's only been a couple hundred years. Since the death of our a lot of our ancestors. Like y'all need to wake up and smell the coffee.
Pillage, subjugate, but more importantly, convert to Christians.
Mm.
Now remember, in the Roman days, every other religion was abolished. You couldn't practice it, but you can practice Christianity.
Hmm.
Ain't that something?
Food for thought.
Like I say, he who controls the past controls the future.
Controls the future.
They did these things to control us for their agendas, got us living under their ideologies, lying to us. And the crazy part about it is April the 1st is the original New Year's, but they turned that to April Fool's Day. Why? Because the people that wanted to carry that.
Yo, that is crazy. It's like the more and more I listen to Papa Duck, the word and stuff like that, and I do my research on here, I be mind blown. Like I'll sit here, yo, I just want to learn some more because me listening about and learning more about my history, my past, I know exactly what I'm gonna do with the battle that I'm fighting right now. That's what's crazy. Believe it or not, me researching, learning, especially learning my laws, that's helping me fight this battle. And when I'm really ready to stand up there in front of these people, because I've done it little by little, my practice has been having these community meetings, me speaking up in front of these people, talking to these people, asking, you know, so it has taught me some character, has taught me some discipline. It's taught me a lot of things doing it, what I'm doing. So pretty soon, yeah, I'm gonna be ready for them.
Same original calendar date as the New Year, they changed it to April Fool's Day to make to because like I say, they will do whatever they have to do to get into the minds of the people. If they say a January 1st is the New Year's day is New Year's, then everybody that went with the old one, nah, that's April Fool's Day. Ha 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 he. That's jokes and laughs day. You have to think you're dealing with America, bro. Cover out what.
For those of you that don't know, there's if you do your research, if you go to Google and stuff like that, there's a documentary that shows you on the reason why, the history on why they came up with the ideas with these holidays. And what's crazy, it has to do a lot with money. See, we sit here celebrating these holidays not realizing that it's really all about money. It's not about what you believe. See, you may believe something, but they don't care. They want the money that you could spend to celebrate what you say you believing in, and it's hard for me to break it down. And I know that sooner or later there's going to be somebody else that could break it down better than me, and I hope there is, because I know that a lot of you don't understand where I'm coming from, and I'm probably not breaking it down so that y'all can understand it. But I'm trying my best, y'all.
Color you are. You think America care about what color you are? You think America cares about your morals and what you stand for? America will come and take a place where you grew up at and got so many memories, and they'll tear that motherfucker down and build a parking lot. These are the people you're dealing with, bro. You talking about people who ain't even from where you from. They don't share those memories. Hell, a lot of them ain't even from America. I keep telling y'all, you have a lot of people in real estate that's from China. The video I did about China taking over Jamaica, you thought I was just talking? I know I'm getting a little off topic, but hey, man, go look it up yourself, man.
And what's crazy is, I understand where he's coming from, because we say we from America, right? We say this is our America. This is where we live at. This is where we're supposed to be getting our money from. If anything, we should be like trading from country to country, trading and making money. Like, it's hard to explain, but when I get on a live, on a live that talks about stocks, trading, and all that stuff, then we could talk a little bit more about it. But that'll be a live with my baby pops, because he's the expert on stocks, trading, marketing, and all that stuff. He's the expert. He's the expert with numbers, money, everything. So, what's crazy is, right, it shouldn't be like that, but it is. We shouldn't be fighting, arguing. And if anything, like, the Democrats and the Republicans should be sitting here, all right, which one of us is going to be in office? But the enemy is not each other. Like Cat Williams said, the enemy is them, is the other. Supposed to be fighting to protect our country, but we're fighting each other. Same way the presidents are fighting and debating each other is what us right here, the puppeteers, are doing. They're the puppet masters, and we're nothing more than just the puppeteers. We're the little puppets that they sit here and they move around and demand and tell what to do. Like, it's crazy. Y'all not seeing it. Y'all so sleep that y'all, listen, man, y'all can't see and realize nothing. And what's crazy is you can't walk around blindfolded. I suggest for those of y'all that are still in bed to stay in bed. Go to sleep.
Man, you ain't gotta take my word. We talking about the celestial calendar, the original calendar, and like I say, we went from 13 months a year, 28 days a month,
That's a
to
fact.
28 days, 30, 31 days. It's all over the fucking place. And this is another dead giveaway. I'm gonna let y'all go. How the fuck you gonna tell us to turn our clock back an hour, then turn that bitch back up an hour, then turn that bitch back an hour? How
Papa Doug, let me say this too, right? Like, if time doesn't exist, right? You saying that. You speaking. Hold up, before you say what you gotta say, right? Because yo, they say take back an hour, right? Take an hour, give an hour, right? But it's only 24 hours, right? In a day, allegedly, right? But time doesn't exist. But there's 24 hours in a day, right? You take an hour, it's going to be 23 hours, right? If you give an hour, it's going to be 25 hours if it's 24 hours in a day. Now, I'm not good at math, but I know I ain't doing my fucking math problem wrong on that part right here. Like, I know I'm not. See, that's what makes me think that I'm bad at math, because I get a problem, right, and they tell me it's wrong. Like, teacher, I need to know, am I wrong? Do we got anybody that's good in history that knows, about all this stuff? Like, I know I'm not tripping. If it's 24 hours in a day, if you take an hour away, it's 23. If you add an hour to 24, it's 25 hours. Then now make it 25 hours in a day. Let's make it, y'all math isn't mathing.
fuck you gonna skip time like that? And ain't none of us caught on to this bullshit. Not saying we ain't caught on, but what I'm saying is we living in a world where
Facts, Claude Zandan. I hope I said it right. Welcome to the channel. I saw you earlier, but we was talking. Thank you so much for the support. But yeah, that's fact. Daylight savings is ridiculous, but it's confusing as hell. But at the end of the day, it only proves one theory right. Time doesn't exist. We're just making this shit up as they go. But like I said earlier, there's a documentary. If you go to Google, I'm not sure if it'll take you to YouTube or somewhere else. But there's a documentary that it explains to you all the stuff that he's talking about, and it'll explain to you about the calendar, all that stuff. Like, if y'all go, they'll show you different types of documentary. Like, but he's not lying. Like, it, and what shocks me the most is how, if you go a little bit back here, let me see. Yep, he's talking about the Ethiopian. What timestamp? 4:47 right now? No, 4:46. Right. I want to go back over here real quick just to point something else. Let me see. Is it here?
Yes, it is 2016 in Ethiopia. Why is there's a 7 year?
Yo, we're in 2024. Ethiopia is 7 years behind. I had my daughter in 2016. It kind of makes you like, yo, like, so if I go to Ethiopia, am I traveling back in time? Because they're like in 2016. Like, this shit is crazy, yo. We is so messed up. Like,
gap because they stuck to the original calendar. You got to think this calendar was changed also with the help of a papal bull. Now this gonna blow your mind. What is a papal bull? I keep telling y'all, if your religious advisor, preacher, pastor, whatever, if they don't know what a papal bull is, you in the wrong place, homie. A papal bull is where the Pope gives explorers the permission, like Christopher Columbus, fuck ass. I must say it like that.
but it wasn't a pope. They gave Christopher Columbus or Ponce de Leon the permission to do that. It was I don't want to say it wrong, so I'm gonna say both queens' name. It was either Queen Isabel or Queen Elizabeth. And I'm hoping, but deep down, me closing my eyes, thinking, trying to recollect. I know I'm not wrong. It was Queen Isabel who sent Christopher Columbus and Ponce de Leon. She was the one that gave the permission for them to go out there and do what they was doing.
Because of what he did to, they say the Indians, but them was really black folks. But anyway, a papal bull is what the Pope gave permission to.
All right, but as y'all can see, in Ethiopia, they way behind. And that shit shocks me. I'm sitting here like, yo, it makes you kind of think about time traveling. So when Ethiopians come over here, they're going 7 years into the future, right? Like, yo, it's kind of crazy because a lot of this shit makes you think. And I'm saying, I'm like, as I'm doing my research, my jaw just keeps dropping. I'm like, yo, people need to really learn that what we are being taught is not real. We need to open up that third eye. Mine has been opened up for a while. I don't know about y'all's. Y'all could agree or disagree with me. You don't have to listen like what I'm saying. Roche, if you agree to everything that I'm saying, then there's something wrong with you. For real. I'm being very honest because I know I could be wrong on some things. Like, for real. That's why I say that everybody's opinion matters in this channel. We're not here to fight. We're not here to beef. We're not here to do none of that. We're not bringing nobody down. We're here to bring solutions to the table. So if you got an idea, you got a perspective, if you got an opinion, hey, bring it. The link's always there for anybody that wants to speak their mind and give, their perspective or whatever they want to say. Real shit is always there. I have no problems with nobody as long as you're respectful. This man right here is spitting some real gems. And I want everybody, listen, man, and I'm just speaking in general. If the shoe fits, wear that itch. I want everybody to clean their ears. Go grab a Q-tips, take all that wax out of there. You know what? No. Don't grab a Q-tips. Go get them little, they got these little thingies, right? Where you fill it up with water and then you push the little thing, it fills it up with water. Get all that dirt, wax, debris, all that shit out your ear and listen carefully.
You're going to tell us to turn our clock back an hour, then turn that bitch back up an hour, then turn that bitch back an hour. How the fuck you going to skip time like that? And ain't none of us caught on to this bullshit. Not saying we ain't caught on, but what I'm saying is we living in a world where we do not have to be under these people dictatorship. We don't. You know how many millions of people there are? It's more of us than them. We are the 2023/24 and beyond peasants, bro.
When are we going to wake up and smell the coffee? When are we going to realize that everything around us is not real? It's like we're living in the Matrix. Y'all seen the movie? We're literally living in the Matrix. You see where I'm coming from? Like, yo, it's not on some conspiracy theory. I'm telling y'all what I'm seeing. I'm telling you what I see when I walk outside these doors. Shit don't be real no more. It's like, yo, it's crazy, right? People fall for the bullshit. How Cat Williams pointed something out, and I don't know if people pointed, understood why. I know he was throwing shots at Steve Harvey, But when he pointed out the situation with the wig, right? And I'm bringing it up because I kind of understood what he was trying to say, right? Even though everything's a distraction, but I want to talk about what we can get out of it. You know, what's crazy is, yeah, Steve Harvey wore that wig for so long and fooled a lot of people. Had a lot of men wanting to have the Steve Harvey look when I was younger. It's crazy because I seen that phase. I was there. I lived it. And to me, I was like, yo, I was the one asking questions. Everybody's, yo, you tripping. You don't know, mind your business. Da, da, da. I could just keep going. When it came out that he had fake hair, I was like, yo. I was like, men can wear wigs. That was the first time. See, people think that this thing with the men wearing wigs shit just came out. No, man, that's been way out since Steve Harvey made that shit famous too. I'm sorry to say it, but I think Steve Harvey was one of the ones that made a lot of these men feel comfortable with wearing wigs. But like, listen, man, if you bald, you bald. You got hair, then you blessed. If you don't, you don't. Hey, listen, man, it wasn't meant for you to have a head full of hair. Like, that's it. It's that simple. Like, shit, a lot of women love their bald-headed men. A lot of women love their men with hair. Like, there's a type for everybody out here. Real shit.
We are the peasants that they wrote about in these books.
Oh
Come
my.
on, bro. I'm with y'all. We got to start fucking waking up. We the peasants. We don't have the resources.
And that's why I play a lot of Papa Doug's videos. Yo, he spits them gems, and he has a lot of people that hate on him. And I'm saying here why? Because he's speaking the truth. I bet you that he was on here creating fake drama, fake news, and fake bullshit. Y'all would be all eyes on deck, right? But since the man is bringing awareness to everything that's happening in the industry, and it's coming from somebody that was there that said, fuck y'all, I'm going to make my way onto the top myself. And it's exposing all that shit while bringing awareness about the communities and the hood and all that stuff. Y'all mad at him for what? Why? Because he's doing something that you can't do right now. And that's the problem with a lot of people. Y'all get mad at the people that are actually doing what you wanted to do, but you can't do it because you're not brave enough to do it. You can't do it because you don't have your cojones in their proper place. You can't do it because you're scared. You can't do it because you're not ready. But you're mad at this person because this person got their cojones in a proper fucking place and they are brave enough to stand up, speak up, stand 10 toes down on what they believe and not fall for nothing. Yeah, that's not that. How can I say that's the little green eye monster hitting people? That's envy. That's hate. And that's a sin, allegedly, right? Y'all like going by that Bible so much. And I don't care how many people get mad at me. I believe in God. God. I don't believe in a man-made book with stories in it. It's his story, not my story, not the story around me. But it teaches me what happened in my past. And I know there's some stories that are true in the Bible, but a lot of these stories are not real. And if you want to, listen, before y'all bash me and talk shit about me because it's happened before, go do your damn research before you end up in a ditch making history. That's the problem with a lot of y'all. Y'all don't know a lot of the stuff that is, y'all just want to go by Bible, Bible, Bible. Okay, I understand that. I ain't knocking nobody's religion down. And it gets touchy when I speak about this, when anybody speaks about this. People start leaving, people start getting mad, but I don't care. I keep speaking. Y'all can leave the room, y'all can stay. But listen, at the end of the day, I'm tired of people getting shut down and censored for speaking their mind, especially speaking about this. Because it's the facts. Religion is dividing all of us. Religion is causing more division than anything. That's what everybody turns to. I don't have a problem with people's faith, with people's belief. Like, that's fine. But now, when y'all want to take it overboard and y'all want to sit here and protect these people because allegedly they're pastors, they're priests, they're this, they're that, that's where I'm like, nah. When y'all want to sit here and people just want to talk and y'all want to know, y'all got to convert. You try your best to convert. And when these people don't convert, these people are demons, these people are that, these people are that. Da, 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 da. No, it shouldn't be like that either. You're supposed to be a man of God. You're supposed to be a man of God. Now, who you worshiping? The church or God? Men or God? Let's make it make sense. A lot of these people do not make sense no more at all. And what I seen and what I still see to this day, that the churches only really care about the money. Always ask the question, why do the church pastors and priests and all of them got the best cars, best houses, everything? Come on, answer that question. it seems like Cat Williams isn't the only one that had, questions. And even though, we don't know this man from a can of paint, a lot of the stuff that he has done is out there already. He spoke about this for time after time, and he's been saying the same stuff. It hasn't changed. So at the end of the day, listen, man, I know he could probably be a plant for the industry, or he might not be. But at the end of the day, he's somebody that, is telling it like it is, and it's not scared. Like, he's had allegedly people come after him. So, hey, you never know. What's crazy is that if something does happen to him, it was real. And the people that were saying bullshit this, bullshit that, y'all should know how it goes. That's all I could say. But let's finish this video so that I can end this live. And I want to thank everybody for supporting the shorty. Thank you so much for coming today, because y'all didn't have to sit here. Y'all didn't have to support me. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all sat here. Y'all helped the shorty out. Y'all, shared the video. Y'all liked the video. And y'all also participated. And that's what the podcast is about. So let's start building.
We don't have the money. We don't have none of this shit. But we have each other. That's the real power. But these people done got into our minds and got us all so fucking divided, bro. To we don't understand. All we gotta do is come together. We give them all the power they possess. Think about your children, man. They finna go through this same bullshit, man. Like I say, man, you ain't gotta take my word for it, man. But most importantly, what I want you to take from this video, because you already know these motherfuckers lie. They lie about everything. Everything is a lie. All these pagan holidays and all this lie. But what I want you to take from this video is a papal bull. If your preacher don't know what a papal bull is, if your deacon or whoever your religious advisor is, or whoever advised you about religion, if they don't know what a papal bull is, you're in the wrong place, homie. And trust me, this rabbit hole goes very deep.
Super deep. So deep to the point where it's kind of like, damn, are you willing to risk it to figure out the truth, or are you just willing to turn whatever cheeks you don't got?
But anyway, man, it's your boy Papa Dog. You know I love y'all, man. We had a great year. If that's what, if for those who go by January 1st.
Hey, that's a fact, yo, right? For those that go by January 1st, we had a great year. Happy New Year's. But damn, man, I'm shocked. Like, in reality, the New Year's not until April 1st. Like, damn. How many of you knew that? Like, do you go by the 13-month calendar, like, the Ethiopian calendar and all them calendars out there? Or do you go by the calendar that's used here in America, 12-month, like all of us? Man, I've been going by the 12-month calendar. I've always asked questions about so many things. But at the end of the day, when you ask questions, you're deemed to be crazy. So hope y'all leave y'all comments. Let a shorty know what y'all think about everything, that what's talked about today on the podcast. Leave y'all opinions. Let a shorty know what y'all think and how y'all feel. Like I say, y'all opinions matter, and it does help make a difference. And it does, help a shorty out when it comes for her to put that footwork in out there and help the community out. So I want to thank everybody for showing up, for showing support, rocking out, and helping. Like, till next time, this y'all shorty Rachel. I hope all of y'all have a blessed and humble day, and I hope all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble day.